this from the stand, and my client was involved in the Lil Wayne bus shoot. My client is not listed in the indictment as having, it's not alleged that my client committed either of those acts. And so I do believe that that last section is appropriate.
I got it rolled up already for us too. Whenever you ready.
My client has committed those
You
acts.
black now?
No. And KCL sent $20 cash out. You heard me?
Yeah.
Out of Virginia.
Yeah.
Yeah, they sent a $20 cash out.
My client is not listed.
Hold up, let me get my volume right on this. That nigga got it, man. They, them boys be getting their hair done back there.
He's charged.
Nah, that shit nappy as hell.
Correct.
You know how that jail hair be.
In that regard, no matter who they're saying we think did this, if they are conspiracy, then it appeared against all of them with regard to, did this overt act occur? No matter who did it, if it's a member of the conspiracy.
See that girl
So
standing out there?
it's not
Who?
always true that you
Who?
can consider that, but that's not.
At the bus, at the kid's bus stop.
Oh.
Okay.
Oh, they must be going at a different time.
They can consider
I just see her, I don't see the baby.
They can consider all evidence as
Waiting
to
on crack.
whether there is in fact a RICO organization or if people are charged, but ultimately.
Man, when people heard you come into that building inside the house, man,
It as they allege.
you heard me?
Uh-huh.
They was like, "Hey, wifey,"
And
and that
right,
damn
and I
check,
agree.
women
I
and
just
men.
think that
You heard me?
a Special verdict that
Oh,
sets
I was
forth
about to
each
say.
of the
Probably
other
the fools ain't
acts
say nothing
and
about that
the
damn
jury
dinner, boy. You
finds
cooked a
them
good ass
not.
dinner yesterday.
Mr. Floyd's looking at me and he may have something to say.
Hit that light. We here all day. We waiting on little Woody.
From what the final gonna be and what the verdict's gonna look like, but I do know that we are gonna have to have some sort of a way to
Oh
determine
Lord, I
that the
need to
jury
see you that
found
money before
at least one overt
somebody
act
take it.
within the RICO statute of limitations
You got
in
two
order
cash
for them to
apps?
find it. And I'm not sure of another way to ensure that that was their actual finding, but that's an argument for another day.
Cause they be trying to trick me every day.
And I appreciate your objection, and I'm considering it, but
I need to
think
hold
that
it,
part of
yeah.
it is necessary.
So we can build up.
Just a brief response, Your Honor.
Alright, they gotta
I agree, it's not.
Oh, I ain't got
we're not
cash
there
app
yet.
on my phone.
That's the tension in all of this.
Yo, we coming back to this Young Thug case. Let me hit this thing real fast.
If you don't go, if you only go in use the most superficial terminology and it's not contextualized, it'll be confused, not help.
Man, that's one
The
love.
whole thing
Right,
now,
the world.
we'll end up almost inevitably giving different instructions at the end and they'll be clear. Possibly state is the case on the point that you said, and it makes it very clear that any one overt act by any member of the conspiracy satisfies the statute.
Alright, just hold that.
They have to all be alleged against each one, and we don't have to prove more than one. The only, going back to where you were prior to the objection,
Let's
and
put
you may
this
now
stuff
want
in.
to address this.
Yeah, I don't know if that little machine right there charge the damn batteries. You heard me?
Because we have
I don't think
gang
so.
charges.
Right. They supposed to just give it a jump.
Yeah. I don't think it, remember we had it last time too and they ain't charged up. I need to try and get a battery
Same thing.
for that car.
And of course, the
That's how I'm buying
definition.
this car. I need to win at least about 1,000.
Shit, I need these motherfuckers go watch those videos, man.
This will under anything, provision.
Go watch them videos so I can make $1,000.
Prove law specific defendant was a gang, who such proof there was a gang. In that context, they will be under law entitled to consider it.
That Jose,
I don't
the
know
Jose Quavos.
to go that deep at this point in time.
You know what it
I
is.
think the most thing is to not say something that has to be taken back later, because it's
Why
always
that phone
harder.
so low?
It's always harder to do it twice than it is to do it once. But I wouldn't, for all of us to grapple with and be aware of, and, you know, I don't
I
know if
don't
you
like
want to create an
this feed
exception
right here.
that
It's
says,
low.
unless I
I
otherwise
can't hear it.
instruct you during
I need to find this
the
on law
case,
and
during the
crime.
course of the case, or at the end of the case.
No, but
Okay.
thank you.
Yeah, I know that law and crime way louder than that. Look at that. I'm getting. Y'all know
A
last
lot of
week I was
people
getting like
are
500
scared of coming to the dentist.
views
A
an
lot of people have a
hour.
lot of apprehension.
Now I'm only getting 27 views an hour, man. Help me out. Go over there and watch that content, man.
With your help.
Even if you don't want to watch it anyway. And they talking low on all of them.
Gang counts. Later.
Oh, there you go.
Your Honor.
Yes.
We would object to that. You covered that to the jury that you're going to give them further instructions as we go along at the end of the case. So we would object to specifying.
I was about to add at every other count later. Just typing, thinking as I go. Appreciate that. All right. I will give you more detailed instruction and formulate an instruction that
Oh, hey, buddy.
Here to decide the conclusion, because I,
Hey, buddy.
given the time frame you're under, it would be easier to delete than to try to.
absolutely, yeah. I mean, it's no
So
problem.
he'll, I know.
Ah.
He'll like, he'll walk. That's good. That's how my baby used to be too. Really, he still like that to be too. Mm-hmm. No, probably just used to being with his parents. That's like kids is when they give their parents all the time. Yeah.
And then we also have the instruction about how to consider and what part or parts of Mr. Copeland's testimony not to consider if he does end up testifying. And I think there's only, have y'all come to any agreement about that?
John, I think the state submitted, after Mr. Steele submitted his proposed instruction, we submitted one that altered it a little bit. We haven't yet, after that, we haven't agreed on anything beyond that. We just disagreed with.
Okay, so no.
Hell no. No, they did. They can't get their stuff together. They can't get right. They ain't gonna get right. We waiting on little Woody to hit the stand. What time he got to be in court today? For real. That's what's gonna get it over. That's gonna break the case over. And we got over 1,000 views this morning. You heard? We got over 1,000 views this morning, and we made $20. You heard? Dude talking about he finna take, think about it. Dude can't sell, this is the second time since $60 the first time, you heard me? He talking about taking this kid to see Green Day in Phoenix. I got people tapping in Phoenix, you hear me? Dude from Phoenix stay right off Camelback, near where I was at, you hear me? But they like that shit, that spoken word shit, baby. They love that spoken word shit, just talking it. Yo, what's good out there? We watching that Young Thug trial right now, live. Make sure you hit that like, share, subscribe. I gotta share this shit. See? We hit them for 1,000. We had 24 people in the live at one time, you heard me?
That little baby walking. I just realized that. That's my first time seeing him walk.
Oh, that little baby is.
I think that little baby was born in September. Yeah, he about to be one next month. Yeah, next month he'll be one, I think.
I ain't shared a live. I got to share the damn live. I got to share the live real fast. They ain't talking red on Young Thug situation. They done got active, but they taking a little break. They talking on the sidebar right now. Let me share this live on Twitter real fast. I should have ate just now, ain't I?
I don't want to eat too, my damn stomach is so fucked up.
No, don't show that. Don't show that. Don't show that. A man attacks woman at her own wedding and injures her.
Computer has not
Come on, my
updated
boy.
since the 8th, and so even though when I was in my chambers, everything was here, nothing is here right now on this computer, so that's complicating things a bit. So I think I may just have to, turn it off and turn it back on and see if that works. So that's what I'm about to do. In the meantime, y'all can be looking at what each other has submitted, and somebody wants to propose a way to integrate them, that would be great.
Look at that
It'd take me a
ashes.
few minutes to get everything turned back on again and hope that that works.
Ashes on the laptop. You know I be working. Well, I got ashes on the laptop. Now the judge looking for some couple pieces of evidence that she said was on the computer, but it ain't showing up now. It was showing up in her chamber, but it ain't showing up now. So she just searching for that right now. We're trying to wait and see what time Lil Woody gonna hit the stand, but we're gonna be at it all day. So make sure you hit that like. Make sure you stay tuned. Yep, we at it all day with this. We watching this trial heavy because that mistrial coming soon. Support the platform. Hit that like. Share. Subscribe. You know, we ain't going to out-talk the courtroom. But when they ain't talking, we is going to talk.
All right,
You know what
with
it
regard
is.
to, I think I can at least work off the paper for Mr. Copeland's potential instructions.
Oh, they about to start giving
Y'all
him his
agree
instructions
about the
when he
time
hit the
after
stand. Lil
which
Woody.
his testimony and evidence that came in during that testimony isn't to be considered. And it was like 3 p.m., whatever date. Do y'all know whether that happened to be the last break for that day? Because I'm just thinking when I'm telling them, okay, disregard everything after this point in time, it would help if they have a kind of a reference, not to 3 p.m., but to, it was the final break of whatever day it was, Thursday.
Man, I ain't gonna find what it is.
We'll also have to figure out which day it was, because that probably will tell them more than
that
June
damn shit
12th.
Speaking, just talking. You heard me?
So what was June 12th? Wednesday, okay, thank you.
And then if I stay on there long enough, I can
Anybody know whether 3 p.m. was the last break of the day for the jury at least? Because that's when you'll argue the motion to recuse, right?
That's
Okay.
your content, right?
So
your story. You feel me?
you did that, and then the jury came back and had a couple more hours of testimony that they heard, right?
Yeah, I
Yeah.
presented the motion to the judge. He
Yeah.
stepped off the bench and considered and came back. I don't know, though, whether we had an additional break after that point.
Okay, I mean, I know I looked at it as well, but I haven't looked at it, in the last couple of days. If so.
There is no cure.
No, not COP.
All right, if somebody doesn't mind, if you've got it at your fingertips, doing a quick look at that transcript and see whether that happens to be the last one.
See,
Thank you.
I had it too, you heard me? And you know, when old people get older, they got to
Try
get
to
the
sign
extra,
back on in the meantime.
that oxygen tank and shit, what, man?
Yeah,
But it's good that your mama got this apartment, you heard me?
yeah,
Because your sister owned that paperwork with that apartment, right?
yeah.
Okay, so when if something ever was to happen to your mama, it's your sister's apartment now. That's how they do out here. You feel me? They don't take that thing away from her. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They just switch it over. So he should have said everything caught, you know what I'm saying, for going the worst case scenario. It's already set up. God set it up. You know what I'm saying? Man, we waiting on Kenneth Copeland right now, man. They just getting this paperwork right. His instructions on the stand. When the Kenneth Copeland, Lil Woody hit the stand, you already know it's gonna all H gonna break loose. But get it right, get it right. When Woody take the stand, I'm gonna start recording, cause I'm gonna go back and I'm gonna use this content later. And when Lil Woody take the stand, I'm gonna record that, and I'm gonna go back and I'm gonna remix it, and y'all gonna have some videos to watch on the situation. You want to get your backdrop on Lil Woody right now? You can go to my page. We got while we waiting on Lil Woody to hit the stand, we got 7 Lil Woody videos up. We dropped in the past 2 days of his mind state of why he snitched, how long he been snitching, how he came up in the trap house. We even got Lil Woody hooking up with Charlton White up on the channel right now. You know what I'm saying? Free Young Thug, hit that like, share, subscribe.
To IT.
I gotta go cut this Xbox on real fast.
Your Honor, we were able to determine that it was the last break of the day. The-
Great, thanks.
I'm trying to keep doing this live thing. Maybe we can make some money off that.
All right, since that's what I'm looking at right now is the instructions about Mr. Copeland. If everybody wants to turn to that one, we'll try to hammer that one out. And I
But nah, I know if I get on there and talk, I can get it. I can average up to about 1,000, 2,000. You know.
think I'm maybe looking at the states, and y'all had the 2 different proposed instructions. I guess one of them is if he doesn't testify at all, is the top one.
Live, and when they miss it, and people who gonna tap in miss it, after they did it 100 times, we'll start seeing the views from the ones that after it's done go up. You know what I'm saying? You'll start seeing the views.
The Hurstfield put together, if he decides he's not going to testify, then obviously we're gonna tell him, or tell the jury disregard everything about his testimony and any evidence that was introduced during his testimony.
Oh yeah, they're gonna disregard all the evidence, all the testimony Lil Woody had before he testified this time.
Would Your Honor consider adding unless and until he decides or?
No, because if he decide, I mean, yes, I would consider it, and no, I don't want to do it, because if he decides that he's going to, then we'll tell him at that point, okay, we've got him back, and now here's what you can consider. But, I mean, there's no point in trying to sort out, the possibility of that, because it's not an eventuality. So we'll just, at this stage, don't consider anything. And then if it changes, and I'll instruct them about what's appropriate then.
So the DA want them to consider what Lil Woody said before this time he get on now. But they trying to strike everything Lil Woody said before and start over. But when he come out there, it's either he gonna do it or the lady gonna say she gonna lock him up until the trial over with. But hey, I think he gonna do it because the same thing he testified, same thing Lil Woody testified the first time was that he lied to the police. He said he told the police, I'm telling y'all all this because y'all keep messing with me. I'm discussing right now, the judge is weighing the options for Lil Woody when he take the stand. She putting all the options together and all the stuff she need to present to him when he take the stand or his rules on the stand. You feel me? But the judge already saying anything that Lil Woody said the first time he
And
got on the stand,
that one is gonna be pretty simple. What I
they
was
striking
going to
it.
say
All
in the
that's
event
out
that we
in
don't
submissible
have
evidence.
Mr.
So now they're
Copeland
gonna do it all new.
retake the stand.
Retake the stand.
I'm just gonna say,
It's live,
you know,
bro.
before the break, witness Kenneth Copeland was testifying. I instruct and admonish you now that you must disregard any and all of Mr. Copeland's testimony and any evidence introduced during his testimony.
So they
And
do.
then if he decides he wants to come back later and testify, we'll tell him the details about what parts they can and can't consider. Anybody have an objection to that?
Your Honor, the state would object to them being told to disregard. Once they're told to disregard it, it's that they are putting it out of their mind. And then if they have to come
Yeah,
back
no,
later
you got to
on
do it
and
again.
before
They
that
ain't got to
tell them,
come
"Well, put it
back.
back in your mind."
No,
We would,
let's just
Okay,
start over.
I-
It's reset,
I
lady.
understand
What are
the
you talking
objection,
about?
And I overrule it. And
Yeah,
in fact, I think I'll
overrule
borrow
that.
your language about put it out of your minds completely.
Yeah, put that. She about to put that in there. You gave her ideas. She about to say, okay, put everything Lil Woody said out your mind. You don't remember it. So if anything come up, now you can put that back in your mind. That was a dumb objection just now. She really helped the judge out with that one. So everything Lil Woody said before is struck.
I'm thinking as I type, but let me get it down on paper. And this might fix some of what you're objecting about.
Yeah, that was a little objection to them telling the jury to put it out their mind. What he said before. She don't want them to put it out their mind. She want them to remember it and then add more to it. No, don't clog them people mind out like that. Y'all start fresh. I mean that this whole trial is gossip. I ain't gossiping right now. I'm going off the facts. I'm watching a live YSL trial right now, waiting on Lil Woody to hit the stand. So,
I instruct
you
you
know what
and
I'm saying? I hate
admonish you
gossip
now that
too,
you
bro.
must disregard any and all of
I like
Mr.
real
Copeland's
talk.
testimony and any evidence introduced during his testimony. Unless you are later instructed differently, you may not consider this evidence at all in your deliberations
big bro.
and in reaching your verdict.
Man, appreciate you, David, for stepping back in with me, man. Share the live. Share the live, Phoenix. Right now, the judge.
I'm going to take the silence as no objection from anybody else.
This the YSL trial.
On behalf of Mr.
Thank you. All right. All right.
So everything, they just struck down
Okay,
everything
so-
Lil Woody
unless
said
you are
before.
instructed differently, if the court is not inclined to instruct as we requested regarding the lesson until you hear from him again, if that's the closest we can get to it, then.
All right. That's the closest we're going to get to it. Okay. Sounds good. All right. Now, with regard to if he does take the stand, we're basically restarting the post 3 p.m. June 12th testimony. So
June
let's sort
12th.
out.
June 12th.
I think that
A long time ago. People don't remember that.
so a question, in order to not only tell them kind of the time period, which is about 3 PM on Wednesday, June 13th, or June 12th.
Free thug, you know the government corrupt. 2 months on what, big bro? Oh yeah, it been 2 months since Lil Woody took the stand, but the judge right now, they gonna instruct the jury to forget everything he said on the stand. You feel me? The DA lady objected to that because she didn't want them to disregard everything he said.
So that would start, I'm now going to instruct you and admonish you that you are to disregard any and all of Mr. Copeland's testimony and any evidence
I'm telling you, Thug getting off today.
introduced during that testimony.
Man, shouts out to Lyra on Massachusetts. Lowell, Massachusetts. Shout out, salute to you. Salute to your family.
Beyond a certain point, he was the only witness that testified, but since the court will be.
Oh, let me roll up, baby. You heard me? I forgot we was a little late on that thing. Got to roll up.
I
Roll
don't
you
know what
one.
you're asking. I mean, I'm gonna direct them specifically, hey, we're talking about Mr. Copeland's testimony. So then I would say following the last break at about 3 PM, Wednesday, June 12th, through when you were, through June 17th, when the point in time when you've been in recess. So my question then is, after I say that gives them sort of the time. Thoughts as to, so the last thing that he was, or the next topic following the break was he was asked about his involvement in the Atlanta Blood Gang, which I can say just to trigger their, okay, so anything I heard after that. That is what the question was following the break.
How the hell are you supposed to remember what they heard after that?
Asking that.
That shit was 2 months
or
ago.
telling them that, just to give them sort of a cue to what the topic was. It disappeared from my screen, but.
Your Honor.
Everything disappeared from your screen this morning.
First question.
Shouts
by
out to
Ms.
Massachusetts, all my people in
Copeland
VA.
YSL.
Okay,
That was sometime just before 4 PM.
I just put a spot on that one. Man, I use it. Come on.
any objection to,
With confirming that judge.
okay, assuming that's true, after the break, he was asked, are you familiar with YSL? Everything after that's what you're to disregard.
Yeah,
And
this
I'll
shit's
have
crazy,
you give me
bro.
the direct.
Think about it. This man been on trial for a long time. I went and looked at my old videos. This man been on trial for all. I've been in jail since 2022.
Approximately line 16. That helps.
All right, so, what he was asked immediately before the break, the last topic was his involvement in the Atlanta Blood Gang, and then the jury watched, those little bits of one of his statements, as an inconsistent statement. And then after the break was the YSL question. So just to give them a frame of reference. any objection to doing that, and we can include the bit before or just the bit after.
That's gonna be that juice. When Lil Woody hit that stand, either he gonna
All right,
testify
and can you read to me?
or they
what
gonna, the
question
judge
was?
say she gonna lock him up. That's why we here today. Let's go.
Mr. Copeland, have you heard of YSL? Yeah,
All right,
and how far did you get?
I mean, it's everything after that.
They might low, ain't it?
Your Honor, on behalf of.
Free
the
your
employees,
thug, man.
we
Free
would-
all the
we would
YSL,
object
man.
to,
Got it.
Pointing them, referencing them to any specific testimony or question whatsoever after the break. We would ask that they not be.
All right, then how about the concept of the last thing that's okay is, this was the last thing he testified to that you can consider.
I think
Hey,
as
tap
long as
that
they
light.
think
Tap that
we're
light.
fine with that.
That you're fine with, okay.
So would the court begin reading the last question? The court says, this is the last thing you testified?
Microphone, please, Ms. Lowe.
Pull that mic down to you and speak into it. So she's asking, would then the concept be to read the last question and answer? And no, that wasn't really what I was thinking about doing. I was thinking about just saying, this was the topic of his testimony.
I just said they were
I
talking
mean, if you
low.
wanna
Speak down in that
throw out
mic.
what the
What you
last
doing?
question is, and let me think about whether that would in any way help them.
Yes, Your Honor, because I think that otherwise would be.
All right, well, tell me what that is.
Look, she nasty. She got nasty attitude. That lady right there. The one talking for the defense, the prosecution. She don't even want to talk in the mic. Yeah, their trial been going on so long, man. Rico trial usually don't last nothing about a week and a half, 2 weeks. On the state level, get a week. If you could try a man for murder in a week, man, come on, man. Think about it. But see, now they trying to do everything they can for them to keep the stuff on record that Lil Woody said before. But it ain't gonna work. But see, when Lil Woody take the stand, either he gonna testify or either the judge say she gonna lock him up.
To be the last thing that happened without talking about the subject.
Okay, but I want to talk about the subject so that they'll have some concept of what's the last thing they can, and also y'all are wanting me rightfully to take their notes, and so they're gonna have to figure out what part of their notes,
The last
or
question.
somebody's gonna have to figure out what part of their notes are being taken.
The last question that was asked was, and did you leave ABG? Mr. Steele objected and said, I don't think that's what was said. Ms. Hilton said, I'll play it again, one more time for you. And the witness said, I can't hear it no matter how many times you play it. And the court asked to see counsel at the bench.
Okay, so what I was proposing was just,
Yeah, they
after
tried
he
to
was
say,
asked
cause
about
see
his
what,
involvement in.
they asked that man that,
in
and he was
ABG.
like, they played some recorder. He was like, I can't hear
Or
it.
after he
And then they
testified.
played it louder. I can't hear it either.
Asked
I can't
about-
answer nothing. I can't hear. And I ain't give
And
a
I
damn.
hope
They
he
put the
did.
headphones in his ear. He still said he couldn't hear it. That nigga look Woody hell. I didn't say he couldn't hear it.
Yeah,
On page 97, before the break, Ms. Hilton asked, have you ever claimed to be a part of ABG? And the witness said,
ABG,
me. And Ms.
down here,
Hilton
that's
said,
anybody
Rand
get it.
Wayne. He said, never. And then she asked him whether he recalled being interviewed by the Atlanta Police Department on January the 11th with investigator Thorpe. He said yes. And then at that time, she tendered State's Exhibit 378 Yankee Alpha between 3:29:46 to 3:30:13.
what was the date of that interview?
January the 11th,
Okay,
2015.
When
Interview
Lil
with
Woody take
Ben.
the stand today,
Detective Thorpe.
okay.
this gonna tell all about that case right here. Either he gonna talk or he ain't. And I believe he gonna talk.
Like, yes.
I believe Lil Woody gonna talk.
Okay.
No,
And
this
then,
today is the day Lil Woody take the stand
played
again. Right now, Jay,
A portion
they
of it,
arguing the fact that
3:29:46 to
Lil
3
Woody, hold up, cut this lady down. She ain't talking about nothing important right now. That's that lady.
3:13.
J
Mr.
4
Shard objected
30.
to
Yeah,
the
Lil
whole
Wood. They said he take the stand today, either he gonna testify again,
Ms. Hilton
or
then asked-
they gonna
said
lock
that
him
she
up
asked
until the
if he
trial
was
over
part
with.
of
But if
the
it, I believe he gonna
And
talk
we
today.
went back to that particular
But when he talk, it ain't gonna be what they
portion.
wanna hear.
There was
You
an
feel me?
objection,
That's why
and
we here now. This finna be a viral moment
objection
in
was
this case
overruled. Mr.
today.
Steele's objection was
You know what I'm
overruled.
saying? Because
Again, Ms.
Lil
Hilton
Woody
asked, did you
was
hear?
they main
And he
goddamn
asked,
on
did
source
you
of
take
information.
source?
But he basically saying
Asked
he
you,
lied to the
Mr.
police and he
Copeland,
lied to do whatever it take
you
to get
left
out. Like the
ABG?
video I dropped yesterday on my channel.
And
Make sure
you
you
said
stay tuned,
yes.
Jay.
Ms.
413 if you new to this
Mr.
channel.
Copeland
We
said
drop
he asked
content
you
every
what?
day.
Ms. Hilton said, did you leave ABG?
Just on maternity
Mr.
leave.
Steele said, I don't think that's what was said, I
Oh,
object to
what
the
they
statement.
talking about?
Ms. Hilton then said, I'll play it one more.
Who the hell is this?
That's when the witness said, I can't hear it, no matter how many times you play it. And the,
Okay, all right, so, then what I would propose is, I'm now going to instruct you and admonish
Yeah, that's
you
what I
to
said.
disregard any and all of Mr. Copeland's testimony and any evidence introduced during that testimony that came after the 3 p.m. break on Wednesday, June 12, 2024, which was the last break for that day. That is, you are to disregard any and all testimony and evidence that came, hang on.
Yeah, if you try to,
That
that's
came
gonna be her
after
instruction
the
to the jury.
questioning and answers about Mr. Copeland's involvement in the Atlanta Blood Gang ABG and his January 11th, 2015 interview with Detective Thorpe of the Atlanta Police Department.
okay.
Damn it, I
That's
fucked
fine.
up.
And,
All right, thank you.
and also, Your Honor, the court did mention the notes. I didn't know, I know previously someone.
Yeah, that's gonna be her
storing them,
instruction.
ripping them up,
But I
whatever,
know
but if
Lil
they
Woody
ever
gonna talk
have
today
to
because
be
he would have
reversed,
said
then
no
I was
Friday. I
curious how
mean
the court
Wednesday when he was
intended
up
to
there.
handle taking up
Yeah, he would have
storing.
said no
Okay,
Wednesday.
so
But I
the
think he gonna
notes
talk
that they
on-
are
on-
never,
on the
ever
basis like-
going to consider.
He
Even
just saying
if
this stuff.
he
You know what I mean?
ends up testifying and completing his testimony is everything that occurred post 3 p.m. June 12th through the end of June 17th. So
Yeah,
I
I
won't rip them up
think that
at
boy
this
probably
point.
did
We
want to
can
get some
file
stuff
all that
together before he
later.
got locked
But
up
they'll
though.
never get those back to consider, even if he does.
And you know he
testify.
did that big boy
Okay.
interview.
I meant
You
the
heard me
ones that-
on
If
DJU.
he
We
doesn't
dropping that
testify
on
at
my
all
channel.
this time around,
I've been dropping that on my
Then I'll
channel
do
all
all
weekend. I ain't
If
finna
he
dropping
does
all that
testify, there's a
content.
portion
Lil
that the
Woody
court would
interview
then-
with
You're
DJU.
telling him the
He
jury
just
to
dropped
disregard
after
right now, unless they
Wednesday
hear
after
something
he was in
different
court
from you later.
Wednesday.
that's if he doesn't testify.
He might go ahead and take that ride until the end of the trial.
He gets
Shit, that gonna bring
make
him
a
back.
new
His
decision-
credibility
a
gonna be
decision
back. He
anew
go ahead and go to jail till the
about
trial
whether
over
he
with.
wants to
gonna come
testify
back.
or be held in contempt.
Contempt.
If he wants to be held in contempt or is fine, satisfied with that outcome, then every bit of his testimony gets disregarded.
I don't know why they ask different
If he
questions.
comes
It's
in and
crazy.
says, yeah, I don't want to, but
It's
I will go
hearsay.
ahead and
Most of the
testify
stuff hearsay.
pursuant to the subpoena and the immunity grant, then they disregard post 3 p.m. the 12th through the 17th.
So he ain't got immunity no more.
All right, and so then,
Well, it's heating up, y'all. It's heating up now.
we're gonna need to get the notes from them. Anybody have some suggestion as to the best way to do that?
Your Honor, logistically, I can't think of any way other than to rely on the jurors to simply give them to you, not to us. Really no
The
other
notes?
logistic way to do it.
Yeah, they want the
So I
notes
may just
from that day.
have them take a short break and figure out what parts of their notes that counts, and then
They pull them notes
they'll
out.
care if it may be that they've got, the morning is on this
So,
part of the
look,
page.
we ain't gonna get that
the
till
afternoon's
this
on part.
afternoon. They ain't
I
gonna
don't
be
know
able
if
to
we
do
get
that till this afternoon.
pair of
They got to
scissors
talk
and
to
cut
the
off
judge
rest
and
of
all.
it, or what, but, it's gonna take somebody
Hey,
from the
look.
court, which is not gonna be me,
Cause
so
say,
I'm thinking Ms.
Woody,
Mistrial,
it's
like
a
saying
mental
that just,
case. Yeah, the boy
confirm
mentally
it,
ill.
that
Go
that's
check out the
it.
content. We
Everybody
just dropped a lot of
everybody
content
okay
on
with
Lil
that?
Woody. The man had an argument with his cat. I dropped the video 3 days ago. Go watch it. Thug would be out 20, 35. Nah,
It's
Thug
probably
getting
Mr.
out this
Sharp,
year,
Mr.
bro.
Stewart.
This finna be a mistrial, and they gonna try it again. But when they try it again, like I said a couple lives back, Thug gonna be pulling up to the Fulton County courthouse in a Rolls Royce or something like that, stepping. You feel me? But Whittimup ain't gonna be on there till later, cause they got to bring the jury in, talk all that, get their notes from
Ms.
the
Hardy, you still
last,
thinking about it,
from
or
the
are you
last
okay with
little
that?
Woody testimony, throw them out.
All right.
That's crazy.
He must have said that silently.
Objection for Mr. Ryan.
All right, thank you.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It done been 2 years on this, well, a year on this thing. They still ain't got right. Yeah. Cause they had the top shot. For real. What we had, 40 minutes in on the trial? If they want to judge people, someone must judge their decisions. Yeah, that's what I be thinking too. When I used to go in front of the judge, I be like, man, who judged the judge? You know what I'm saying? God. That's the ultimate judge. You feel me? And he go off works. He ain't going off that other stuff. What you did, how you treated people, human rights, stuff like that. You heard me? I be like that too. When I used to go to jail and stuff, I had to be in jail and shit. I'd be like, man, how these people go come and tell me I got to sit over here in the corner for the next 4 years? You know what I'm saying? And I got to think about this every day. This man that tell me to go sit down for 4 years, man. You heard me? I'm like, man, who to say what I did was wrong in the first place? You know what I'm saying? Just because they made it a law don't mean that it's something that you shouldn't have did, robbery, whatever the hell it took, hand to hand with drugs. You know what I'm saying? Who the hell said it's wrong? You know what I'm saying? Who are y'all to say it's wrong? You feel me? Who are y'all? Like, that shit crazy. That's why God say you still have to respect these authorities. And let's see, authority done been manipulated so much in life to the point the ruling authority is just like this trial right here. You see what it is. It's a circus. If they found them guilty, the appeal is pretty much mandatory with all the mistakes and obvious violations the state made in this case. Man, they made so many. I'm talking about just off the screen for them talking to Lil
Right,
Woody
and then I
without the
think as I
defense, bro.
mentioned
It's supposed to be done right
when we were
there.
last
And then they
together,
found
I'm
out the
gonna
judge,
ask
they been
if
having
there's
meetings
anybody who thinks
before
they're not
that.
gonna be able to
They supposed to have
disregard
been
that.
over. Now they gonna have us all day here waiting on Lil Woody to testify. You heard me? Cause they got to instruct the jury after this and to get the notes that the jury had on this first testimony. Throw that out. They got to go search through all they notes. That might take another hour and a half. That man will be up in there about 3 o'clock, probably. For real. Let me see what time it is now. I can't see the bottom if I fool around with this. I'm mess with it. Shit. I got the other phones right here. Oh yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy how things work though. That's crazy how things work. We're gonna start doing these lives. I'm still gonna do on drop videos, but we gotta start creating more viewership. We can start creating a tighter community, a tight knit community who want to hear that real talk, that real spit. Even though I still do the hip hop reaction videos and news videos. I want to use this live to do this real stuff like these trials or when people pass or you know what I'm saying, just to get on here and say what's real. Realizing anything, everything, understanding
So
life.
for that, I'm typing out the words, so I'm essentially just gonna ask them, if there are any of you who can't set aside and completely disregard that portion of Mr. Copeland's testimony and evidence in your deliberations, let me know now, and then we'll go from there on that.
What if they say no, they can't do that?
Sure.
It's crazy. It's the worst trial in history of trials. Big money, big business. So I make sure I see it charged. I don't know if something they jump about the same thing.
No charger.
What's that? Nah, it's charging. I said it just not nobody. You see that? I had to do something. I tried to read the manual earlier. I had to do it.
Even if I do put that better in there, go have to fight with that shit afterward. It's too much.
No, I ain't gonna put that battery up in there.
I'm just saying, if you do.
I ain't putting this battery up in there. I'm trying to see if I can get this battery charged. I ain't putting that battery up in there until we got enough to go get another damn battery. My battery ain't gonna hold but so much punch. You know what I'm saying? Since I put it in your car, you feel me? But I still need to charge this one because I might need to put that bitch in my hand. Yeah. Switch them back out when I get the but when I get the new one, we just gonna keep that one and put the other one back in my car. Look at brother up here there. Hey, shit. The other them about to get it right. You see them boys talking, all them lawyers talking. They about to make their move. They finna make a big move. All the lawyers talking to somebody right now. Ain't nobody head up looking. No, everybody head down or something like they talking. They gonna make a big move. Them niggas, they scratching this shit heavy over there. Dude with that black, that boy scratching. Boy, you're nervous. Boy, you're nervous. Yeah, corruption at its finest. These people over here fighting though. Look at them, boy. They fighting. They fighting right now. You see them talking. Head down. Still ain't doing nothing. Still got his together. Look at Thug. Still got his stuff together. Let them up, yeah. Let them boy play. You see the black dude on the side of the Thug going back. You turn around and scrub everything off still. Still like the quarterback out here. Yeah, Brian still like the quarterback right now. You feel me? Yo, bro, he always sit on Thug back right side. Yeah, got it.
On behalf of Mr. Williams, we're suggesting that question not be asked at all.
Okay.
There are other members who represent other individuals who believe it should be asked, and so there's no consensus amongst the attorneys as to whether that question should be asked. But
they don't want to ask that question.
All right, and why is that?
We don't think that it's necessary to draw the jury's attention. We presume that they can follow the court's instructions. And so we just don't believe it's necessary.
All right, well, I agree that it's not necessary. I'm doing it as a cautionary measure so that if there is anybody that can't do it, that we just go ahead and find that out now.
Understand.
All right, so I'm
doing
going to
too much right now. Let's just get to Woody.
Okay. All right, so then the next thing we need to do is the kind of RICO
Oh yeah, no, looking for
105 instruction, if you will. So I think that we had a proposal by the state and a proposal by the defense sent by Mr. Harvey. And I don't know if y'all had a chance to look at each other's, but let's come up with one that's consolidated that is helpful to the jury.
Let's go. Let's get that thing crunk up. Look, he got something to say.
Proposal, I think that was hashed out fairly well on Thursday. I have a couple of supplementary points if you want.
It was not
Yeah,
hashed
I
out
was
on
on the
Thursday
clock
at all.
I mean, I took that medicine. I took that
You might
medicine
have,
too.
yeah, no, there was nothing
I'm
even
out.
close to
I
any,
could've got up.
anything
And I
final
ate too many
on that on
eggs.
Thursday.
Understood. I did watch the video.
Damn.
I was thinking
Before it
about
doesn't
it,
consider
like,
hashed
I
out,
ain't
but
have
it's not
PNA.
hashed out.
Definitely.
Okay, that's what we're gonna be doing today. I think I just maybe gave up on Thursday.
I'm tired.
All right, let me get this
I
vote.
want the pill. Like getting up early fucking with that car. Yeah, that's it. Crazy. I be sweating as a dog. That damn car was a beast. 100-degree weather. I'm working on the damn car. What the fuck? Man, that shit was hot as hell. Good thing I did refigure that motherfucker out though. God damn, boy. And I'm gonna crank right up to it. When you left there, that damn battery, man. That battery did. I bought that battery. Wait, how much I spent? Like what? $40, $50? I think. How much I spent for that? $60 for that damn battery, man. That battery ain't last me 6 months.
I think we got a little bit of that's kind of money.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In fact, I don't even think we got Mr. Harvey's proposed instruction until, or at least the one I'm looking at now, until over the weekend. Yeah, right, yeah, no, that just came late Sunday night, but I think Mr. Harvey, yours didn't, the one you're proposing now didn't come over until Sunday night either.
Get it on.
So I don't know what it is that you think we hashed out on Thursday, maybe something entirely separate.
You a day you don't remember?
Feels like queasy today.
You just had to throw up again?
Just queasy.
That's how I used to feel on that drink. You heard me? That's why I started drinking. Cause I got tired. I don't want to be feeling queasy. You know what I mean? My stomach be on icky. That shit aggravates your whole body. You know what I mean? Shit had me icky. I said, fuck that. I ain't drunk same good since either. Fuck that drink. I don't want it no more. It hurt me. It's something that'll kill me. Even though I love it, I love some alcohol, but boy, I just can't drink it no more. I just can't do it. I got to start smoking these damn Black and Milds. I got to start smoking these damn Black and Milds too and see if I can save about 4 or 5 years on my life. This shit real. This shit real. Come on, let's see what we got going on. Is he still weighing the options on what to tell the jury and tell him when he come? My viewers know I'm blind. But what is that, man? That is my stories take me on to some old stuff, like a testimony. My stories I tell on the tube, it's gonna take me to the level. These videos ain't gonna do it alone. Make sure I put this in the light, man. I think that's it. I think I was doing it wrong anyway when I did like loose. You know what
Oh no.
I have a bad those whole down.
But the,
School to be a mechanic.
is, Mr. Floyd, the copy that you handed out this morning, has that been emailed
Look, to
in
go
any
to like,
way?
work, you know what I'm saying? This might be somebody who think you got knowledge of, but it's got to have your stuff, you heard me? Or like oil change, quick moves and shit. Oh no, you don't need nothing for that.
Email this one, that's Mr. Floyd's, I guess,
Let's see. See what they
right
got
now,
going
so we
on.
can pull that up. Does the defense have this one that's got the style of the case on it? That's Mr. Floyd's?
Your Honor, can the state tell us exactly what time they sent their last version so that we know we're working from the same thing?
Honestly, I'm having them resend it to me right now because I can't find it, so please resend it to everybody.
Thank you.
And now, that's the one we'll be working off from the state. Yeah. Yeah.
There is only one version.
Yeah, that's what I'm telling you, Dad. Yeah, that's why we here. You know, we do it every now and then, but boy, Woody testimony finna be glass. Talking about it's gonna be epic. Only thing we got everything set up. We gonna be here. I ain't gonna talk through it. I'm gonna be recording it down so I can go back and remix it and drop them videos. Boy, it's finna go down. It's over after this.
Proposed instruction from Mr. Harvey that was sent Sunday evening.
It's gonna be epic.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
But see, that's why they had to do all that talking before, like what they gonna want him to say, or what they want the jury to remember from his last time, and disregard all that, because he got to start all over, and it's on him today, and he gonna talk. He done put it together. They done dropped the interview DJU after he was in court last Wednesday, so he done got the bread up. He might go lay it down. He might don't say nothing and lay it down, or he might come out and say the same thing that he lied to the police. You know what I'm saying?
8/11/2024.
I know would have been going viral so bad, bro, to the point the way even if he don't testify today and they lock him up and he stay in jail to the end of the trial, he gonna be more famous for not getting back on the stand and talking. You feel me? He'll be all the way back. You know what I'm saying? Like he done redeemed himself, basically. But at the end of the day, I think he gonna get on the stand and say the same thing he said before, that he lied to the police and he was just saying that stuff. You know what I'm saying? But I got that little witty content up right now on my channel from that DJU interview. I'm like 30 minutes into it, so I dropped like 6 videos off just 30 minutes. The boy's so epic. So if you need to go tap into my channel and check out some on Lil Woody DJU interview. We dropped that yesterday and day before yesterday. Tap in with that, man. Y'all share that content, man. I'm trying to get the views back up. Some way down the line, I was getting thousands of views, and then one day I woke up and I wasn't getting thousands of views no more. So we trying to send it back up with these lives and everything, but it's finna be epic. I don't know what time Lil Woody coming out, but she said she got to bring the jury out and tell the jury what she expect from them and what they should expect. You know what I'm saying? What they should expect, you feel me? And what they need to strike from their mind from Lil Woody's first testimony and get their notes up. That's what she want to do. Thanks for Sullivan, bro. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna try and keep those videos entertaining. I try to leave my personal perspective off it, but it's hard to do that when I got you know what I'm saying, when I got a mind of my own. I want to say my own things with the topic. You feel me? And have people engage, whether they don't like what I said or whether they like what I said. It don't matter. You know what I'm saying? I can take criticism. But we here for that Woody situation. I don't know what time we gonna pop. But I got everything
Generally,
set
the
up,
first
everything on the
4
charge.
paragraphs, if you will, of the state's proposed instruction is just kind of a, hey, here's why we're talking about this. Yes.
They talking low.
Page 4 and 5, but I can say what the problems are in 1, 2, and 3 since you.
Gonna need you to speak up a little bit more or
Yeah, you
pick
gotta
that
talk
mic up.
louder, big boy. You got me moving the speaker and all.
Paragraph 1. I don't think that that's appropriate to just start out with that instruction without talking about what the indictment is, not just a charging document, but that there's a presumption of innocence, it's not evidence at all.
All right, let me pause, and I have requested from Judge Glanville's court reporter a copy of the preliminary instructions he gave the jury so that I know what got told to the jury and what didn't. I would have said that at
Boys
the
ain't trying to
beginning
get
of the
that.
trial. but
That
I'm-
COVID rampant
How
still.
did you get what you told the jury?
That COVID still
You
rampant,
did?
bro.
Okay, so I mean, I am not gonna
You know-
relive all of the.
Oh, you know why they got on
preliminary
mad, bro?
instructions. What I'm trying to do is just-
So they can talk and nobody know that they talking. You see how close he got to bring that mic to him? And that's why when he was standing up, when Steele was standing up, we couldn't hear him. You know what I'm saying? Because the mic was down and he was standing up. He got to bring the mic to him. So you know if they sitting back like that and the mic down, they can't hear him. They can't see when Steele and Young Thug talking to each other. That's why they got that thing on, bro. You feel me? Me and my goddamn wife used to do it all the time. You know what I'm saying? Be talking through the man. So, I don't even know.
Influence and Corrupt Organizations Act.
Okay. Paragraph 3, I did not have an objection for.
All right. Okay.
I have objection to others, but.
Okay, I haven't gotten that far either. All right, so taking a little bit from Mr. Harvey's too to open it up. I'm thinking generally, ladies and gentlemen, jury, the instructions that I'm about to give you apply to the evidence that has already been admitted
How many
in
times
this
you gonna
trial and
rewrite
to all of the
that?
evidence yet to be admitted during the remainder of the trial, because that would be nice for them to know.
It took her an hour to rewrite that. Like, see, I've been on here an hour. She been rewriting that thing with the tear.
And then
It hurt your
count one
stomach?
in the indictment charges a conspiracy to violate
No.
Georgia's
If
racketeering.
you feel
blah,
sick
blah,
at
blah.
work, you're gonna read
Okay,
me.
and then, at the end of the case, you'll be given detailed instructions about what's required to establish a RICO conspiracy violation. At that time, I will also give you detailed instructions about the other charges, or I'm gonna say counts in the indictment, as well as other important principles of law. But today, as we resume this trial, I want to give you a brief explanation of some principles that you may want, some principles to keep in mind while you listen to the evidence. This is not a substitute for the more detailed instructions I'll give you at the end of the case. All right, that's as far as I've gotten in consolidating the two of them. All right, so I would think maybe the next thing to say is sometimes evidence is admitted for a limited purpose against some defendants, but not others, or for some counts of the indictment, but not others, just to kind of give them generally, hey, this is what I'm about to tell y'all about. Thoughts on that?
I think that's an accurate statement, Your Honor.
All right.
All right. Yeah, we got it. We here. We still here for that epic. It's gonna be an epic day today. You know what I'm saying? Something strange about to happen. Something real strange. All right, I'm gonna put my other lighter on.
Yes,
One part of that.
yes.
I think the statement you summarized is accurate. My only question is whether you want to add to it something that says, if you have been instructed previously, but it's for limited purpose, follow that instruction. If I instruct you in the future or at the end of the case,
Okay.
follow that instruction. It just moors them a little bit for how
Okay.
this works. That's all.
Yeah, they
Yeah,
brother
we
just said
object
that
to
sound
that.
like
We think that it's
entrapment, like you It's too much,
And
man.
where are you, the person? Okay.
One trying to run game.
Westmoreland, we object to that. We think that it complicates it
Yeah,
and
run
it's
game.
unnecessary.
It's bull.
I also believe, unless Mr. Floyd can refresh my memory, that there were no instructions given like this at all.
Okay, I think what you proposed would be true. I don't know that there's been any limiting instruction given. I don't think that there has been. Somebody can correct me, but, and I'm about to hone them in on for this particular purpose, so I think that it's probably cleaner without that. I appreciate the thought, though.
Understood, and I assume then that if you decide to give such a specific instruction, you just tell them at that time, follow the
Here's one of those
instruction,
examples.
and that would work fine.
Yeah, okay.
Thank you.
All right, so I am thinking that with regard to the remainder of the state's proposed instructions.
Oh, yeah.
This is more detailed than
yeah.
I want to give them at this point in time. This is not the purpose of.
But you ever been, I'll tell you,
set of
man, when you're in front of that judge,
So I
you're in
may
front of that
kind
judge, it's a whole
move
nother feeling,
to
ain't it, when you're in front of that
Harvey's
judge,
or
ain't it?
most of-
Yeah, that judge will make a grown man cry.
I think something else really needs to
For
be
real,
added
for
on
real,
this
boy.
email.
Somebody
But
got
I'm
them life in
thinking
their hand.
Some to the effect of, and, this is not final, this is me doing it on the fly right now, but I'm thinking something like, in this trial, count one charges each of the defendants with the crime of conspiracy to violate the RICO Act. Since all of the defendants are charged with count one, and since all of the other counts charged in this indictment is asserted to be an overt act in furtherance of the alleged RICO Act violation, you may consider all of the evidence that is admitted when you are considering whether the state has proved the RICO conspiracy as to each defendant in count one. I don't know where the in count one goes, but however, when you are considering the remaining counts, except as I have just instructed you concerning the RICO count, you may only consider the evidence of that count against the defendant or defendants who are charged with that count. You must not consider the evidence, well, I don't know if I've even thought about this part before, but the rest of Mr. Harvey's proposed instruction is you must not consider evidence related to one count as evidence of a different count. You also must not consider evidence regarding one person as evidence regarding a person uncharged in that count. I don't think we need that part, honestly. All right, so that might be then just the end of those instructions. So the burden, they have been told at the beginning, the burden's always on the state to prove everything beyond a reasonable doubt. They will be told in detail at the end about the burden. This is not the time for that. Other thoughts? Yes.
Regarding the last part that you thought was not necessary,
Yeah.
I'm just going to draw your attention. Mr. Zachary has asserted in his prior statements that Mr. Zachary has asserted in his prior statements and potentially may assert as he testifies that my client was a part of shooting up some houses as alleged as an overt act in this indictment. He is not listed as an individual in the indictment on that overt act. Additionally, Mr. Zachary and Mr. Mr. Zachary, I'm sorry, has asserted that my client he may provide evidence of this from the stand that my client was involved in the Lil Wayne bus shooting. my client is not listed in the indictment as having, it's not alleged that my client committed either of those acts. And so I do believe that that last section is appropriate when the jury has to consider whether my client has committed those acts, because he is not charged with that in the indictment. And I understand there's just overt acts, but they still list who they believe, they put us on notice and who they believe the perpetrators were, and my client is not listed.
It's not listed in count one as to that. Is that what you're saying?
Correct. Well, when I say count one, he's charged in count one.
Right,
But he's not
but
listed.
for the overt act.
Correct.
Okay, but in that regard, no matter who they're saying we think did this, if they are proving a conspiracy, then it gets considered against all of them.
What's good
with
that
regard
day?
to, did this overt act occur?
Free
No
your
matter who
thug.
did it, if it's a member of the conspiracy. So it's not actually true that you can't consider
Yeah,
that.
that's
but
what I'm saying.
not-
That's a good ass
so-
feeling to be off that
but-
paperwork,
but-
parole, be behind all
My
that
thing
shit.
is
That's why I'm like, damn,
consider
boy,
it
I've been
as
free
to-
from that shit
they
like
can
7
consider
years.
all evidence as
Paperwork,
to
all that shit, like,
whether there is in
I've been
fact
just living my
legal
best life, bro.
organization
Trying to
or
come up with different
people
more ways
are charged, but
to get that
ultimately,
hustle
the
legally.
burden of
You
proof
feel me?
is on them proving
It
Man,
has
that
been
shit got
listed in the
blurry,
indictment.
as they alleged in the indictment in at least one overt
And,
act.
right, and I agree, and I do think that I'm gonna give a.
Splash
special
game,
verdict
what's good with you?
sets
Hit that
forth
like, let's get
each
them
of the
likes
overt
up.
acts and has the jury find them, and Mr. Floyd's looking at me, and he may have something to say about that, and we're probably a long way away from what the final jury instructions are gonna be and what the verdict's gonna look like, but I do know that we are gonna have to have some sort of a way to determine that the jury found at least one overt act within the RICO statute of limitations in order for them to find it. And I'm not sure of another way to ensure that that was their actual finding, but that's an argument for another day. And I appreciate your objection, and I'm considering it, but I don't think that part of it is.
Yeah, that shit
necessary.
crazy, that Rico shit. That way they trying to hang these boy. It's on a whole
agree,
nother
it's
level.
not- We're not there yet, and that's the tension in all of this is trying to have the porridge be neither too hot nor too cold.
Okay, I
If
see.
you don't go, if you only go into use the most superficial terminology and it's not contextualized, they'll be confused, not help. If we do the whole thing now, we'll end up almost inevitably giving different instructions at the end and no conflict. Pasha v. State is the case on the point Mr. Sharp was making, and it makes it very clear that any one overt act by any member of the conspiracy satisfies the statute, so they don't have to all be alleged against each one, and we don't have to prove more than one. Going back to where you were prior to the objection, and you may not want to address this now, but there's a kind of middle ground here because we have gang act charges.
Right.
And in this case, and I think you recognized this on Thursday, the gang YSL is YSL, the enterprise is YSL.
Right.
They're the same thing. And of course, the definitions under the two statutes are very similar. So evidence that comes in as to count one that would tend to show YSL as a gang would be admissible under any gang act provision, because we don't have to prove the specific defendant was a gang. We just have to prove there was a gang. In that context, they will be, under the law, entitled to consider it. I don't know if you want to go that deep at this point in time. I think the most important thing is to not say something that has to be taken back later, because it's always harder. It's always harder to do it twice than it is to do it once. But I wouldn't. That's just an issue for all of us to grapple with and be aware of. And I don't know if you want to create an exception that says, unless I otherwise instruct you during the case, during the course of the case, or at the end of the case.
No, but
Okay.
thank you. How about? All right, after I say the paragraph
Come on,
about
man.
how they can consider it for the RICO count,
Let's go.
I will give you more detailed instructions regarding the gang counts later.
Fiona? Yes.
Yes.
We would object to that. You covered that to the jury that you're going to give them further instructions as we go along at the end of the case. So we would object to specifying.
I was about to add at every other count later, just typing, thinking as I go. Appreciate that. All right. I will give you more detailed instruction regarding the gang counts and every other count later. However, generally, when you are considering the remaining counts, blah, blah, blah. Thoughts?
Well, Your Honor, we would ask that you reconsider pointing out the gang count to say the gang count in all other counts draws attention to it. I think it becomes confusing. We're dealing with a limited issue right now, and that will be fully covered by you to the jury later.
All right. All right. Then I'll just say, however, generally, when you're considering the remaining counts, and we'll just have to flesh it out later, unless you can come up with something, Mr. Floyd.
Two thoughts. One is there are quite a few gang counts. It's not just one. So it's a whole category under the remaining counts, and therefore, given how substantial it is, the idea that you're overemphasizing one thing versus the other, I don't think that's a realistic objection or concern here. Secondly, if the court, and this is the state's sort of overriding concern here, is that the result of this not be to inadvertently paint the court in your corner, that becomes difficult to deal with down the road, because the concepts are complicated enough. So as long as they know what they need to know now, and it's very clear to them the real instructions that will govern their verdict.
They're all real instructions.
Okay,
They'll just be more detailed.
They're real instructions.
What you
What?
said, the more detailed instructions are going to come later, and in essence, that this just helps them organize the evidence in their minds as it comes in. It doesn't tell them exactly what to do with it. We don't have an objection.
All right, and honestly, I have taken out some of what I was gonna say too. So I am thinking for that paragraph now, it is just going to say, however, generally, when you are considering the remaining charged with that count. And frankly, that's true. You should only be considering it, even as to the gang counts, against the defendant charged in that count. So that does not in any way limit, when we get there later, consideration of that element of whether there's a gang and whether anything's in furtherance of the gang. That's just, you're limiting it to the defendant's charge. So I think it avoids the issue that you appropriately raised.
Understood, Your Honor.
All right.
We agree, Your Honor.
All right, great. All right, so I think the next thing we need to do is get Mr. Copeland in and find out how he feels now that he has woken up on Monday.
Uh-oh.
Yes.
Uh-oh.
Sure.
We
All
better
right,
get
we'll
Mr. Copeland in, make sure you share the line.
Short break.
Hit that like, subscribe. They finna bring in Mr. Copeland. Yeah, them boys, you know you about to bring in Lil Woody now. It's up. It's up. Blue or what, yeah? I mean, get that shit blurry or what, yo? What's wrong with this shit? That motherfucker right there, yeah. That shouldn't be blue enough. Yeah, you know what's about to happen now. It's about to be a little wood up in that set. Alright, yeah. I'm just in time. I'm about to eat too. Oh God. Alright, so them boys get themselves together. We got to rock what we do, you know. Got to do what we do. But what about to step up in there and we gonna figure out what he gonna do? Either he gonna take the jail time or, you know, I don't know, man. I don't know what the hell he gonna do. I just know the boy crazy, the boy a wild boy. You heard me? Yeah, that boy Woody a wild boy. There ain't no telling. You can't even predict what his goddamn action right now. But shit, I tell you one thing, he done got his money up. If he wanted to go sit down for a second and get his credibility back, he could go sit down for a second until it's all over with, get his credibility back, don't hurt the case no more. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? Or he can go on there and mess the case up a little bit. You feel me? Shout out to all my people tapping in, man. You know what's up. GA, Florida, South Carolina, Tampa. Y'all already know what's up, man. I'm out here in Columbia, South Carolina, man. I got my people doing it out there in Phoenix. All my people in National City, California. All my people in Virginia Beach. Make sure you hit that like, share, subscribe, man. We got Lil Woody coming up, man. We still there. We ain't going nowhere. We still live in effect. We ain't checking the views, man. As long as the views going up, it's up. Make sure you subscribe. Make sure you hit that like. We don't speak nothing but the real over here. If you real, keep it real. If you fake, man, you're phony. Understand what you're hearing, understand what you're seeing. Is it really coming out of Columbia, South Carolina, huh? Still in the streets with it. Still holding it down for Young Thug, you know what I'm saying? Waiting on Lil Woody to at least help him out a little bit in this case. Shouts out to the Bird. You already know what's up. Orangeburg, Spartanburg, Greenville, Florence, South Carolina. All my people tapping in out of Charlotte. We got Charlotte tapping in. Charlotte in the top 10. We ain't gonna change the stream to the accolade because I like to show the folk what they doing for me. New York City, #1. Houston, #2. Atlanta, #3. You heard me? That's how we coming. Chicago and Philly. Next up, that's the top 5 right there. Birmingham and Mobile cracked the top 10 this month. What's good? The UK. The UK tapped the top 10 this month, man. What's good in the UK? All them folks in the Bahamas, man, they in the top 25 views this month. What's happening? All my people tapping in out in Milwaukee. Boys in the top 50, man. It's the motion, man. It's the motion. It's the motion. Let's keep that motion going, man. We got some little Woody content up on my YouTube channel right now. Make sure you go back and tap into the archives, man. We got good content, man. Yeah. That way, we stay spitting that real, you know. If it don't make dollars, it don't make sense. When you lose all your dollars, you know what happened? You lose your sense. So make sure you stay aware of your surroundings. Stay aware of your environment. Understand that that friend that's right next to you, he may be thinking, you may think that's your friend. He may think you his friend, but you know friends ain't nothing but people who can ask you for something when they need it, man. That's why I don't got no friend, homie. I got family, you feel me? Yeah, ain't no friends in this world, in this lifetime. I teach my son that way. I say, you know what, son? You could call them your friends and they face something, but just know deep down the side, it ain't no friends in this world. It's only your family, the real true family, people who stuck next to you when you need them the most. You understand what you hearing? If they ain't stick next to you when you need them the most, they ain't real family. Know what you hearing, understand what you hearing. What that is, man, I just got an alert on my phone. Let's see what that shit go for. You know what I'm saying? That's real. Like I said, I'm gonna come on here and speak the real talk. I ain't gonna always do that. Look at that. Let me see. My phone service expired in 3 days, man. We got to get to it. You already know what it is. Phone service expired in 3 days, man. You know what I'm saying? I mean, pay a bill. They about to get ready to bring Mr. Copeland in. I'm sitting here, you know what I'm saying, speaking nothing but the real truth. Each and every time, you know what I'm saying? I can get on here and talk about all kind of other people and they business and stuff like that on live, but I ain't gonna waste my lives on that. I do a video on that, you know what I'm saying? I put my opinion on video form. That's why I'm telling you, go and watch the archives. We got some good videos. Some you may like, some you may not. But when we do this thing live, we speaking nothing but the real. Sometimes I might dib and dab into a little gospel, hip hop gospel talk, and all that. Cause that's all it is gospel. That's all it is. I used to watch it on YouTube all the time. I still watch it. You know what I'm saying? Not as much because I created. I don't want to always have to watch somebody's stuff. I don't get my ideas from nobody. I don't get my ideas from nobody. I just create them joints on me. The stuff that I read. Man, I'm eating this damn, I done put together a whole nother plate of that Sunday dinner, y'all. Like, getting ready for this food to come out. Help Young Thug get this Mistrial, man. See if you gonna help Thug get that Mistrial today, man. Throw it all out. The jury ain't even feeling it no more, man. They ready to go and do their own thing. The jury ain't even feeling it no more. They ready to do their own damn thing.
Power on.
It's your boy NoPlayingDinero tapping in with another viral live video, man. See, I'm still trying to wrap my head around what I think this man gonna do when he come out and take the stand again. I don't know what this man gonna do, man.
Bluetooth connected.
Yup, they waiting on him to come out. They ain't nothing. They probably in the back getting ready. Prepping him up. Prepping him up. For real. That's crazy though. You got to show up the court to take the stand. Force the short the court to take the stand. That's the worst. I'd rather have a crime and be forced to go to court than have to be forced to go to court and take the stand. That's some original shit. That's some way too original shit. How they going? I'm running through the videos on YouTube right now. They talking about Clemson offense looking good. Man, please. I just watched their coach talk about that just now. You know I'm a Carolina fan, so I don't like no damn Clemson. I just watched their coach talking about that shit yesterday, man. And the man said they had penalties, false starts, couple interceptions. You know what I'm saying? Come on, ain't no good scrimmage. Make it make sense. I tell you what, when Clemson played Georgia that first game, their first college football game, they're going to tell the tale. That's the end of that. Whatever they had going on up there in Clemson, South Carolina. Yes. It's over for that. I'm going to hurry up and get a little wood out here. You know they like to take a long time for stuff like that. They'll take an hour. Oh, shit. They'll take an hour. Well, I said, I'm leaning back and all now on their ass. They'll take a whole hour. I should run the content. Run that video. We still waiting on the little Woody situation. We still waiting on that little Woody situation, man. Hey, said all that. The fights. Okay, we good, we good. It was on the live screen. Did we share it? We ain't seen we share the live over here. Look, that long time I ain't even share the live on Facebook. I put it on X, but I ain't put it on Facebook. Make sure you share the live, share the live. Appreciate all the insights. We just waiting on this boy now.
Maximum volume.
Shouts out to all my people tapping in, man. We waiting on Lil Woody right now. We'll take a stand, make it epic. Make it epic for you. So them beats be going fine. That's why I add them beats to the cipher. You heard me? I add them beats to the cipher, man. It's part of the image, man. It's part of the platform. I got a set of beats that I put on the videos that I create, but I've been using this one beat over and over on like one video. I got like 6 other beats that I could put on them damn videos, but that one there, I like that beat because it's the build up. Shouts out to all my people tapping in. You already know what it is. Yeah, I understand it, you know what I'm saying? Let's get that thing right, you know? You remember how Pimp C used to do it? You remember how Pimp C used to do it, bro? You remember how Pimp C and them boys used to do it back in the day? They just they had that 5 beat in the back. And they just be spitting that real, like letting phonies know, you know, this what it is right now. This what it is right now. This the takeover. You know what I'm saying? There's no playing the network, and I ain't playing for fun. I'm playing for keeps, and I need mine. You heard me? Yeah, that way. You feel me? Yeah, you remember how them boys you come across on that thing. So you know what? That was part of my upbringing. That was part of my upbringing. So you know what? I got that voice, I got that sound, so they get that kick right. You know what I'm saying? They hit that beat in the back. So when I do talk that slang, they understand it, they hear it, and they know it, that it's real. They knowing that it's honey, and they knowing that it's right. They knowing that it's precise. You know what I'm saying? That's the whole thing about being precise in everything you do in life. Being 3 steps ahead of everything. See, yeah, the views went down. The views went down. You know what I said? I said, you know what? YouTube trying to tell me something. I got to go and build my own community of people who want to come in and tap in and hit that fire and still say, okay, I might don't like this video, but hell shit, you might make one I do like. You understand? So at the end of the day, it's a billion people watching these videos. So most of the internet beef and the blogger beef, how they be arguing with each other and all that. You feel what I'm saying? at the end of the day, that's lame. You know what I'm saying? It's a billion people watching YouTube. Why y'all arguing over these views? Or that person said this or did that. Why you even involve yourself with yourself with all that? No point in that wrong. I'ma stand the cut. I'ma lean the cut. I'm gonna play the background. I don't care if I go all the way up to 100,000 subs, cause I am gonna touch 100,000 subs one day. Cause I gain subs every single day and I ain't gonna stop. I've been doing it for 3 years. You know what I'm saying? I got 2,000 and something subs, 2,300 subs. You know what I'm saying? I just had 1,000 a year ago. You know what I'm saying? It took me a whole nother year to get these ones. You know what I'm saying? It's just a constant beat down, like you chopping a tree with an axe. Understand what you're hearing and seeing. This the realest hitting that thing every time, like you chopping a tree with an axe, chop for chop. You just got to keep chopping that block. You just got to keep chopping at it, chopping at it. You'll knock it down. You know what I'm saying? That's like you digging a hole. You know what I'm saying? Eventually you're going to reach that end of that damn hole and it's going to be over. You just can't stop. You just got to keep going. You know what I'm saying? How I did it said it, man. Can't stop, won't stop. Y'all already know what it is, baby. You know what I'm saying? Can't stop, won't stop. And that's how we getting it. I ain't going to stop. I'm just trying to build a community because I see, okay, my video views go down at least once a week, every month. You know what I'm saying? For the past 3 months, even before I was monetized. Okay, I can't have that. Now I got to build a community of people who showed up, mess with me. Not mess with the content, but mess with me. NoPlayingDinero. You know what I'm saying? My words, my vibe. You know what I'm saying? And why I started doing this. But I can tell everybody over and over. I started doing this doing game cards. I went to the internet looking for answers when Young Dolph died. You heard me? I went to the internet looking for answers when Young Dolph died, and I watch all these podcasters and all these people talk, but they ain't never been through nothing. They ain't never seen the streets. They just speculating on the streets. You know what I'm saying? Either you street or you ain't. Let's see what they got going on. They back, baby. They back, baby.
All right, the jurors, we have retrieved the notes that they are not to have or consider.
Oh,
and
it
they
ain't take them
have
long to get them
the
notes, to
that
throw them notes out by
portions of
own
the
good.
notes that they can have. So we are ready on that front. And I believe we are ready to get Mr. Copeland back in and pick up with his testimony. So, yeah, we can go ahead and get him on the stand. No, I'm just gonna remind him that he is still under oath. Oh, actually, tell them to hold off, because get them in. I still have this 1 page of instructions, so then we'll have him in. Yeah, get them now. Thanks. So we're gonna get the jury in.
Well, I'm about to pipe up now. The jury coming in, stand for them people. They finna judge your life. Stand for the folk. They finna judge your life.
It's honestly fine either way. It's over the end of the day. He's not. Thank you. All right, y'all be seated.
Let's go.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, the instructions that I'm about to give you apply to the evidence that has already been admitted during this trial and to all of the evidence yet to be admitted during the remainder of this trial. Count 1 of the indictment charges a conspiracy to violate Georgia's Racketeer Influenced and Corrupt Organizations Act, which is sometimes referred to as
What's
RICO.
going on with this folks?
At the end of the case, I will give you detailed instructions about what is required to establish a RICO conspiracy violation. And at that time, I will also give you detailed instructions about the other counts in the indictment, as well as other important principles of law. But today, as we resume this trial, I want to give you a brief explanation of some principles to just keep in mind while you listen to the evidence. This is not a substitute for the more detailed instructions that I will give you at the end of the case. Sometimes evidence is admitted for a limited purpose against some defendants, but not others, or for some counts of the indictment, but not others. In this trial, count 1 charges each of the defendants with the crime of conspiracy to violate the RICO Act. Since all of the defendants are charged in count 1, and since each of the other counts charged in this indictment is asserted to be an overt act in furtherance of the alleged RICO Act violation, you may consider all of the evidence that is admitted when you are considering whether the state has proved the RICO conspiracy as to each defendant in count 1. However, generally, when you are considering the remaining counts, you may consider the evidence of that count only against the defendants who are charged in that count. All right, we are going to go ahead and resume with Mr. Copeland's
That's a lot of
testimony,
instruction.
so let's go ahead and get him in.
Fill it out. See what keep going on with that. See, I have to keep the light on and keep that bitch on focus. Damn, she also too much. Then I'll be working, I got ashes all on the laptop.
All right, Mr. Copeland, I'm going to remind you that you are still under oath. Go ahead, Ms. Hilton.
Thank you.
Hit that light, get them mics up.
Mr. Copeland, do you know a person by the name of Shell Cow?
I don't recall.
Or so you don't recall if you know someone by the name of Shell Cow?
So you're gonna keep asking them over and over, another show.
Sustained.
Do you recall speaking with law enforcement about an individual that you know by the name of Shell Cow?
I don't
I
recall.
don't recall. I knew it. I knew it. I knew that nigga was gonna come in there and say that. Understand what you're hearing and seeing. I told you. I told you.
I want to go back to
You don't go
December
in
of
we can.
2014 and into January of 2015.
You gonna say, yeah, I lied. Why?
Were you present at a gambling house in Lakewood when the shooting occurred?
I don't recall.
I don't recall it. Oh God, hit that light.
Let me ask you. Also back in 2015, do you remember being at a Cascade skating ring speaking with an individual by the name of Shell Cow?
I don't recall.
I don't recall it. I don't recall it.
Back in January of 2015,
Bro, that nigga going off.
do you recall being at a
That nigga say he don't recall that.
Club Crucial and getting into a fight with an individual by the name of Shell Cow?
I don't recall nothing that happened years ago.
Oh yeah.
Do you recall in January of
That they star witness.
2015 having to go to the Atlanta Police Department to talk about whether or not you were involved in the murder of an individual by the name of Donald
Donald Thomas, big neck.
Say that again?
Big neck.
Do you recall in January of 2015
No, I don't
having
call
to
it.
go to the Atlanta Police Department to speak about
No, I don't call that
your
either.
potential
What were you
involvement
gonna
in the
say?
murder of Donovan Thomas Jr.?
I don't recall.
Oh, I told you. I told you he gonna get up there and do that. They couldn't stop him from
In
doing it. He don't
January-
remember, he don't
On
remember.
January 11th,
He don't remember, he don't
2015,
remember.
did you go to the Atlanta Police Department?
Make it make sense, cuz.
I don't recall.
Hell.
Speak with Detective Ford.
I don't recall who I
This
speak
shit
with. I don't
crazy.
recall.
And
That man
during
ain't
that
trying to
interview,
talk,
did
man. Leave
you
him alone.
go down there to speak with the murder, to speak with him about the murder of Donovan Thomas Jr.?
I don't recall who I spoke with.
And in that same interview, did you speak with him about not just the murder of Donovan Thomas?
Shed a lie, man. Let him know Lil Woody that got right on him.
2015.
I'm a liar.
Yeah, I'm
So,
tired
you
too.
want me
This
to
man
tell
here
you
crazy. He said I'm a liar.
Something that I don't lie
I'm a
about.
liar. Come on, man. Let me write my notes down, man. This gonna be a fire video,
Did you
cool.
go to the Atlanta Police
I'm gonna create a fire one.
Department? You don't recall?
I
Put
don't
my
recall.
pen there.
And during that interview with Detective Thorpe at the Atlanta Police Department, did you provide him your name and your date of birth?
Huh?
When you went to the Atlanta Police Department and met with Detective Thorpe, did you give him your dates of birth?
I don't know.
And is your date of birth July 25th, 1991?
Man, you can't make this up, cuz. You can't make this up.
Wait, is your date of birth July 25th, 1991?
I think.
And during this interview, did you tell Detective Thorpe that you also have a middle name of Xavier?
I don't know what I told. I don't remember what I told him. I'm not trying to say the wrong thing so y'all can lock me back up.
All right, we'll just bear with me. We're going to go through that interview, okay? Now, during the interview, did you speak with Detective Thorpe about the issues you had with a person by the name of Kel?
I don't recall.
And did you speak with Detective Thorpe about a problem that the two of you all had in the club?
I don't recall.
And did you tell Detective Thorpe in that same interview that Kel was Nut's little brother?
I don't know if they brothers or not.
Okay, so do you know who Kel is?
No, I don't recall.
Okay. And when I say Nut, is that Donovan Thomas Jr.?
You asking me that?
I am asking you that.
Say that again?
Sure. Do you know a person that goes by the name of Nut?
I don't recall.
Now, in that same interview, did you tell Detective Thorpe about you and Kel getting into the fight at Club Crucial?
I don't recall. Nothing from 2015, 14, 16, none of that.
And during that same interview, did you tell Detective Thorpe that you and Kel had been in a beef for maybe about no longer than 4 months? This is back in 2015.
And he's still alive?
My question is, did you tell Detective Thorpe that you and Michelle Kel at that time in 2015 had a beef and it was probably going on around?
And nigga said, hey, he's still alive. We ain't had no beef if he's still alive.
Tell them whatever they want me to say, whatever they want to hear, whatever.
Get out. You
So,
didn't see my
if
video?
I said it to him. I don't recall what I said to no police.
Man,
And
I just
during
dropped
that
the video
same interview,
yesterday. Y'all go back and watch the
did you
video. I
tell
said the same
Detective
shit.
Thorpe
He said it. He said he tell the police whatever.
that
His dog,
whenever
his
y'all
dog.
were in the club, y'all would initially just throw up birds at each other?
Huh?
In this January 11, 2000 interview, did you tell Detective Thorpe that initially, when you and Showkel were in the club, y'all never really fist fought, y'all just would throw up birds at each other?
Like I told you, before y'all called me to trial, I have lied. I made things up. I told you this before y'all brought me in this courtroom. And I'm telling you now, you asked me about 2015, I have got my life together. Y'all trying to put this on my conscience. Y'all trying to put people's life in my hands. I don't lie on people. I don't want to be here. Y'all have pressured me. I'm tired of y'all, because y'all know y'all are wrong. And y'all black people doing this to us.
And I understand that.
Leave me alone. Let me leave.
That man say he tired, man. What the fuck?
Listen, I don't
What the
recall
fuck? That man say he tired, man.
I'm telling you, I don't recall.
That man say he
I understand, but
tired.
we're going to get through the questions. You can just continue to say you don't recall, and that's what it is.
That's what you want me to say?
I want you to answer the
Everybody
question.
for just a minute.
That man say he tired, man. Leave him alone.
I don't think that you were instructing him how to testify. I hope not.
I
Don't
am.
instruct him how to
I
testify.
hope not.
other
There it
than
go.
just for-
There it go.
They
I
have
told
their
y'all.
respect.
That man sat there and
Respect
told him, I don't know why y'all even called me to court, man. I don't even know why y'all
If you
ain't
can
called me
answer
to
the
court.
questions truthfully, then we can move forward. Can we do that?
You did answer truthfully.
All right. Now, going back to 2015, did you tell Detective Thorpe first about a meeting that you had with Showkel at the Cascade Stadium?
I don't recall.
Low battery.
Have you ever been to the Cascade Stadium?
I don't recall.
Hold on. We ain't using that anyway.
Is the Cascade Skating Ring? Did you tell Detective Thorpe that while at the Cascade Skating Ring that you met and that you talked to Showkel about all the beef that you had with each other?
I only talking I'm gonna be doing with my gun.
Okay. Back in 2015, did you tell Detective Thorpe that you had a gun at the Cascade Skating Ring?
Only talking over do we doing this with my gun. Hit the light.
Now, back in 2015,
Oh,
did
that
you
nigga,
meet
hey
with
David, the man said only talking
Atlanta
to doing it
Police
with my
Department
gun.
detectives on at least 5 occasions after the murder of Nutt?
I met with them a lot of times.
Okay. And during each of those times, did you talk to them about what was happening between YSL and IFK?
Nah, I was telling them whatever I think that get them off of me.
Okay. Did you go and talk to the police after your car was shot up on the highway?
It's called finesse.
It's
Okay,
called
but did your
finesse.
car get shot up while you were on the highway?
I don't recall.
Okay. Did you, your child, or your child's mother get shot at while you were leaving your home?
They got shot at.
Okay, were you with them?
Not my kids and my child, mama.
Were you coming out the house with you, your child, and your child's mother? Did that occur?
I don't recall.
Okay. Did your girlfriend's father's home get shot up after Donovan Thomas got murdered?
Don't recall.
All right. So going back to January 11th interview with Detective Thorpe, did you tell Detective Thorpe that you and Kel talked about the beef that the two of you had with each other?
I don't recall.
Okay. And during that, when you and Kel spoke, Kel asked you to call Thug on
Man,
the
hit that light. Let's get them lights up for me, y'all.
second of response.
I'm overwhelmed by this already. I'm overwhelmed. I got notes for days. I got notes for days now.
All right.
I gotta make another whole page of notes. There's so many notes I got off this.
That when you met with Kel at the Cascade Skating Ring, he asked you to call Thug.
Okay, so this what happened. The police kept locking me up for whatever they could. Every time I came out the door, the police was on me. And they keep bringing up Thug name. So what I did was, to get them off me, I said, Thug did this, Thug did that, Thug did, because I knew they would never, I knew he didn't do it. And then in my mind, I knew that the police would never go mess with him. So it was easy for me to try to throw the blame off on him to get them off of me. And that's what I was doing from all these years. I don't remember what I don't told them in the past, but my whole motive was Thug did it because I knew he didn't do it, and they couldn't lock him up. And they keep talking about Thug. So guess what I'm gonna tell them? Yeah. What else you want me to tell them? Yeah, he killed this person. Yeah, he did that. That's what I'm gonna do. And that's right now. If I walk out this thing and they say, the police stop me now. Hey man, give me something about Thug. Shit, I'm about to make something up about him again.
On January 11, 2015, when you went to speak to the police, when they called you, did they ask you about Thug, or did they ask you about the murder of Donovan Thomas?
I don't know. I don't remember.
Did you go down to the police department on your own to tell them that you did not kill Donovan Thomas?
Did I go on my own?
Did you walk into the police department by yourself to tell them on the morning of January 11, 2015, that you did not kill Donovan Thomas?
I don't recall.
Okay, so you don't recall going to the police, or you don't recall why?
I don't recall none of that. I just know that every time the police was after me trying to get me, they kept bringing his name up. And I knew that they had me what I had, so I was like, yeah, whatever y'all want me to say, I would say it. That's what I told Gaither and Dennis, and that's why they kept coming after me, because they felt like, okay, they can make a case after him or whatever they trying to do. So they knew that, okay, we gonna get Woody today, he gonna have something to say about Thug, and it's wrong.
Man, he got him.
Because y'all
He
know
got
that
him.
I'm full of shit. And y'all keep trying to drag me in here to bring up bullshit that y'all know I don't say it. Why is y'all doing that? Leave me alone. If y'all gonna try me for what I did, I don't did the time for the crimes y'all caught me for.
I'm about to get ready to keep
Would
butting
you
up.
mind your language while we're sitting here in court?
I'm trying to.
You're trying to, but you got
Y'all need to
me.
give me a break because my blood pressure is real high. I keep telling y'all, leave me alone.
Okay. And the quicker we get through this, the quicker we can leave you alone. Do you understand?
Okay, I
that?
don't recall.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't recall, lady. What are you
Going
doing?
back to January 11th.
Ask me the same bullshit
2015.
over and over, man.
Can I finish the
Made
question?
him listen to the question first.
Okay, I just don't
When
buck
you
on the
went
judge.
to
You
the
good,
police
bro.
department,
You good. Let them keep asking you questions.
Detective Thorpe didn't ask you
You
about
doing
Thug.
good, homie.
You brought up Thug. Do you recall that?
Hit that like.
I did.
How many likes
You
I got
did.
on this thing, y'all?
Okay. So let's continue. During your meeting with Detective Thorpe, when you went down to the police department,
Man, that man said he don't recall going down there. Why you gonna tell him he
did
went
you
down there?
tell him about the beef that you were having with Shell Kel?
Am I here to tell the truth or to remember my lies?
Yeah.
I want you to tell the truth.
I don't know,
But you keep going to my lies, though.
That's what you.
That's
Back
not
in
about me.
2015,
That's my
did you
motherfucking
tell
truth,
Detective
not the
Thorpe this was
shit.
a
I
lie?
lied.
I done told the police whatever. Listen, when they get me, I'm gonna sit down and I'm gonna try to tell them whatever I can to finesse my way out of whatever situation that I'm in.
I don't understand what the man trying to
that you're
say.
saying
Like,
that everything you said in 2015 is a lie. Is that correct?
Because I went to the feds. Y'all didn't let me out of jail till what, 4 years later? So if I was telling the truth then, why it took y'all so many years to try to say, okay, he was being honest or whatever the case is? If I was telling the truth, y'all would have made any case back then. Y'all knew I was lying. Y'all put me in jail. I go do my time. I get out of jail, try to get my life together. Y'all trying to drag me back into the lies that I done made. Y'all, what's up?
Can I ask you this? In 2021, when you interviewed with investigator Viverito after you got out of prison, did you tell her that everything you said back in 2015 was the truth, but we as a state didn't believe you back then?
So my thing is, right? I went to jail.
but still tried.
So the lies that I was telling,
Yeah,
they
but
didn't go
that's
for it. Y'all
crazy.
didn't go for it. Whoever didn't go for it. So I went to jail, did my time for it, right? And then y'all got me again. So guess what they say? Well, we're gonna bring up the name again, and guess what I'm gonna do? try to finesse my way out of it again because y'all ain't touching for the lies I done told you on them in the past. So guess what? It ain't nothing to put the blame on Thug for what I did. And that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna blame him for.
And let me,
I don't recall.
okay, and let me ask you this, you keep talking about Thug, but were you asked about other individuals as well? During all these interviews, were you asked about Shannon?
And I'm gonna put the blame on him.
Okay, were you asked about the Michigan Arlington?
You know,
Put the blame on him.
Were you asked about Quindarius?
I'm gonna put the blame on everybody but myself.
Okay, and during this time, did all the police, every time you spoke to someone, did they tell you that they were gonna have to verify what you said?
And did they?
Okay. How about that? I'm
She
watching
wouldn't answer the
Woody on
question that she
stand now.
asked.
He said he
Did
don't
they
recall
tell you
nothing.
that
Every
they
time
had
he
to
asks me a question, I
verify
don't
everything
recall.
that you
He said
said?
that man,
I
the
don't
man
recall.
came, and I got two things to know. The man said that the police would come and jack
And
him
when
up
they
for all
told you
kinds
they
of
had to
stuff.
verify
And
what you
then
said,
ask him about
you
drugs,
continued
so
to
he
talk
feel
to the
like fuck it.
police.
If that's gonna get me off my
Because
charge,
with
I
the
told him
knowledge that I
all.
have,
He said he don't remember nothing for 2014,
it's nothing to trick the
15,
police.
and 16. He keeps
But
saying
if they
I
had to
don't call. He
verify
said,
what you
want me to
said,
take?
they had to
He
make
said,
sure
I
that
don't
what you
go.
said was
Why
true.
y'all call me to
How
court?
could you trick the police?
Easy.
Y'all, that nigga talking shit. He talking, so y'all trying to
How
put
could you
these
trick the
people's life
police?
in my
Easy.
hand.
How?
Every time the police jam me up,
I
they
can't
ask
tell you
me
that.
about things, so I just thought
Were
they
you
get me off.
aware
I ain't know they was gonna put a case
that
on
the
the man.
things that you
I ain't
talked
know nothing
about
about that.
were
That's
verified?
crazy. I'm recording that too, but yeah,
Sustained.
but don't worry about none of that and that, as long as you came through with that other little deal.
All right, we're taking a quick break. Y'all all step back to the jury
Yeah,
room
they
for
do
me.
that shit.
Thank you.
Yeah, they do that shit. Yeah, they do that. Ah, man, my leg. Man, my bad, man. How you gonna talk about you can't hear, man? Everybody else can hear, why you can't hear, big bro? What's going on out there in Baltimore? You know I got family out there in Baltimore. Where's Baltimore? Yeah, my cousin do music up there. Yeah, it looked like they going into another segment. I had to take that damn call. I missed the end of Lil Woody
All right,
testifying.
I know
He's still
which,
up
y'all
there.
can be seated. I don't know which
I got
person.
So they finna get the jury out there again now?
You can go out. Thank you.
Oh, yeah, he good?
Yeah.
Yeah, he
Just
good.
stick very close. Mr. Melnick, you're gonna go out there with him. All right,
Moot.
thank
They
you.
call him Moot. Moot.
I don't know
Moot
who
Tugali.
voiced the objection
Moot
first.
Tugali. His last name
I
McClinton,
mean, the
man.
motion, who said they had a motion first?
His last name McClinton.
Your Honor,
My uncle,
I
my mama brothers
found my
moved up
notes
there when they was in their 20s. They ain't never
prosecutor
came back to South Carolina. They got McClinton family all the way up there.
said,
Can you
not
hear
a
it now,
question, but
fam?
a statement
Curly
that
Goat,
the police
Baltimore, what's happening with you?
verified inculpatory
Let's see what
information
they
from
saying
Mr.
now.
Copeland. That is not true, by the way. It is questionable whether anything's verified, but obviously jurors make that determination. That is testifying by the prosecution, that is bolstering by the prosecution, that is putting the prosecution's thumb on the scale of the justice, which none of this can be done. This is not the
They call
first
it
time
mistrial now.
that the prosecutors have put themselves in as giving facts before the jury rather than just
Yeah, they giving facts
obtain
instead of
facts.
just
So I am
asking
moving
the
for a
question.
mistrial. If your honorable
Move
court
for a
denies
mistrial.
it, I need curative instructions to strike it, and
If they deny it,
respectfully,
strike it,
if
and
it
then
happens
respect it.
again, it will not be the second time. It's a continuum.
They finna move to a mistrial. I
So
told you
would
next
ask
time
the
you
court-
see
I know
Thug,
you
he
want,
gonna be
to
pulling up
keep
there.
that in mind as we go forward as well. I'm not moving off my
Yeah,
mistrial.
that's my fam. I'm down here in Columbia,
No
South
one
Carolina.
wants it.
He'll
I
tell you
want
got
the
family in
mistrial.
Carolina.
Why say that to
His
a
sister
witness?
named Patrice McClinton.
So I don't see any good
They
faith
good
in
people.
that question.
All right, thank you. Mr. Short.
My Uncle Herman stay up there. My other uncle went up there with him years ago. My mama brothers. My mama, daddy and mama had like 12, 13 kids.
Say that in Attorney Hilton's statement that the claims of Mr. Copeland were verified by the police. It's an improper expression of belief. by an advocate.
Man, thanks for tapping in. Hit that like, share, subscribe. Brian still just asked for a mistrial.
And I'll also add, Your Honor, not only do I not believe it to be true, but also there has been absolutely no evidence presented. This has been verified. So.
None of that is verified.
Response? Oh, I'm sorry.
No, ain't no response. That brother say his piece.
Okay.
Oh, he ain't got nothing.
When I asked the question, Your Honor, what we will eventually get to with Mr. Copeland, I believe, is that he's the person who told the police initially on the night of the murder about certain facts that were.
He don't remember. He don't remember.
They verified that we had.
You keep trying to make him say something.
So Mr. Copeland.
Man, don't remember that shit.
The police in June of 2000.
Let's see if I get this vision right. I got to sit in the dark now. What's that? That's my vision. I'm gonna get this vision right real fast. I had to cut this light off for a second, for real. Real smoke.
Was, did you know that all of the things you told them were
It ain't gonna do it. I want to do it. I'm tired of that light hurting my eye.
Okay. I didn't mean all, but some of the things that he told police were co-operative.
Yeah, he did all this time. They kept asking about Young Thug. They want him to say something that he ain't able to say. That's why he's saying just they got to strike that whole witness.
So do you have a response to their motion?
You ain't got a response. She ain't got a response for mistrial motion is over. Mistrial.
You told the police were verified.
It ain't verified.
A motion, mistrial not be granted, but that you ask the jury to strike that question, and I can rephrase the question.
No, he ain't rephrasing the question.
More artful.
No.
From the get-go with your questioning from here
on
out.
Man. Boy, they almost had it just now, bro. They almost had the mistrial just now.
Instruct the jury, remind the jury that nothing that any attorney says in questioning is evidence.
She finna mess up again because they don't know what they're doing. They ain't professional.
Entirely from their mind.
They ain't professional.
Any further curative instructions proposed?
No, Your Honor.
How about from the defense?
Look, they ain't professional.
Talk in your mic if you don't mind for me.
They want a mistrial, man. They about to get this mistrial. They was about to give it to her too. She fucked
Make sure
up.
that after the court gives that instruction, we do not abandon the motions that have been joined in by everybody. So I don't have to get back up and say, that's not good enough.
No.
We don't agree to.
I'm asking you now, and I understand y'all would still prefer a mistrial. Short of a mistrial, which I'm denying at this stage. These are the curative instructions I'm proposing. If understanding you'd still rather have the mistrial, is there anything further curatively that you all would like to add?
On behalf of Mr. Stillwell, I have nothing.
All right.
It's crazy. Let's shout out to all my people typing in.
Nothing from anybody else.
It's the same thing. The rule is that before the next question is posed, we have to again ask for a mistrial, but you just said that's for those, so nothing for.
Understood. All right, thank you. All right, we're ready to get the jury back in and
Get the jury back in and get Copeland back in there. They almost got that mistrial just now, y'all. Damn, now that man about to ask another page of damn questions. I'm gonna have another page of notes, man. How many videos you think I could cut off this damn video? Cause Lil Whitty went off. Lil Whitty ain't telling nothing.
And y'all, one of the jurors needs to be on a quick Zoom at 12:30, so we're gonna break for lunch.
One of the jurors need to be on a quick Zoom at 12:30. At 12:30, you gonna break for lunch when? Get my clock right. They break for lunch. We still gonna be here. We still gonna be live. We gonna wait till lunch over with, and they gonna pick up after lunch. You heard me? So make sure you stay tuned. If you clock out, you know what I'm saying. Make sure you clock back in and check out the content during the break. You know what I'm saying. We got some little wooded content up. You know what I'm saying. I would have been working overtime, running this live and doing content and record content, but I'm using two devices to do this live. I'm using another device as my business phone. And both of these goddamn tablets is dead, and I don't like doing the videos on there. I like doing everything on that laptop till I get a desktop. And then that way I can do live straight up when I do live and still be creating at the same time the videos and still be dropping the videos so I get them views off there too to take this channel to a whole nother level. I appreciate all the likes, I appreciate all the views, all the subs, all the people that come back to hear me speak real talk, all the people that come back to see what we got going on with the content. You know what I'm saying? We're going to get bigger and better. We're going to have that merch coming soon. We're going to start up the membership. The membership ain't going to start at number 99 cents a month. We ain't trying to kill nobody pocket for the word, you know what I'm saying? But we're going to spit the word and speak the word each and every time we come on this thing. So if it don't make dollars, it don't make sense. Lil Woody back on the stand. I'm going to be quiet and let's get engaged with it.
Almost all chairs are put on the counter.
Let's go with the questioning. They don't know what to ask first, how to word it. Because the last wording almost got them, mistrial. That boy Woody did all this time. I got that content up on my page. He was talking about how he did that time. I got some more of that DJU interview we're gonna be dropping.
All right, thank you. All right, y'all be seated. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I want to remind you that nothing that any attorney says in questioning is evidence, and I need you to strike Ms. Hilton's last question entirely from your minds. Go ahead, Ms. Hilton.
Like that.
Going back to this January 11th, 2015.
Oh no, man, don't worry about no bread, cuz. The people who show love and break bread, man, I so appreciate the people who show love and break bread. You know what I'm saying? But the likes, you know what I'm saying? The likes and the sub, you know what I'm saying? The share, it go a long way to the channel growth and the algorithm, you know what I'm saying? So it ain't all about the bread. I'm trying to make money and bring the content so I'll be able to get the check from YouTube and capitalize on it. You heard what I'm saying? So, but the folks who do break bread, who loyal and down with the kid enough to say, okay, I get this fool some bread. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to him, I love him the same. But we gonna have our own giveaways once I get my first YouTube check in
My
this
motive
month.
was
Hold on, let me get to
to
this.
get the heat off of me. The only way I was gonna get it off of me, what I thought about putting on I felt he was rich, and the police locked me up and do what they want to do to me because I'm broke and I can't afford to pay for a lawyer. He rich, they're not gonna bother him. So I said, I got it off me by putting it on him.
How is telling the police that the beef was squashed after a phone conversation puts anything on the?
Good, I gotta line it up to get it off of me. So you gotta set the pattern.
Okay. Next, did you tell Detective Thorpe that on Monday, you all went to Club Crucial on the Monday before Donovan Thomas passed away?
I don't know what you asked.
Okay. Going back to January 11th of 2015.
He said he don't remember nothing from 2015.
Detective
2014,
Thorpe
2016
about
already.
going to Club Crucial on the Monday before Donovan Thomas passed away?
I told the detectives, I don't know none by their name, but everyone they talked to me, as long as they sit in front of me, y'all gonna put the blame off on anybody to convince them to get off of me.
How is going to Club?
I don't remember what I don't told the detectives. I don't have a clue what I don't told them. That's why I can't tell you exactly what I don't told them, because I can't remember what I said.
Okay. Did you go to Club Crucial the Monday before Donovan Thomas was killed?
I probably did.
All right. And at Club Crucial, did you get into a fight with Kel?
I don't recall.
Did you tell Detective Thorpe that you
Nobody
got
else could
into
say
a
he
fight
got in a fight
with
either.
Kel at Club Crucial the Monday before Donovan Thomas got killed?
I probably did.
And did you tell them that was after you were flashing money while you were on the stage?
I probably did. I know. I would. Detective Thorpe, his brain was the size of a squirrel brain. So you could just tell him anything, he gonna go for it.
You're saying with the size of a man. Where my pen at, man? This man.
As a hostile witness under pursuant to 24.
No, you trying to lock this man up. That man ain't. They tried to make that man a hostile witness and lock him up.
What they mean?
Don't worry
Man,
about
ain't no
it. It's just
hostile.
for her to understand how she can ask the questions. You just continue to answer them truthfully.
Yeah, that man ain't no
Isn't it
hostile
true
witness.
that in this January 11, 2015 interview,
Cuz what that mean?
you told Detective Thorpe that at Club Crucial on that Monday before Donovan Thomas was killed, that Kel punched you in the back of your head?
I don't recall what I told the detective.
And isn't it all? I'm sorry, I don't want to cut you off.
I don't recall what I told him specifically, however you pronounce it.
Okay. And is it also true that after Kel punched you in the back of the head, that other people came and began jumping on you as well?
What?
They time gonna come.
That's not the question I asked you. Is it
They
true
time
that
gonna
you
come.
told Detective Thorpe during this January 11, 2000 interview that after Kel punched you in your head, that other individuals also began to jump on you as well?
I don't recall what I done told the police.
And also in that same interview, isn't it true that you told Detective Thorpe that after they jumped on you, you ran outside of the club?
To get what?
Is it true that you told Detective Thorpe that after they jumped on you, you ran outside of the club?
To do what?
I ain't doing no running.
I ain't doing no running.
And is it true that after you ran outside of the club, that you told Detective Thorpe?
I ain't doing no running, Miss Hilt.
Okay. Well, is that what you told Detective Thorpe?
I told you I tell him anything.
Okay.
You want the truth though, but I ain't doing no running. I'm gonna make other people run.
All right. And once you went outside of the club, you saw an individual by the name of Bloody J.
Did I do something to him?
Once you went out the club, did you tell Detective Thorpe that you saw an individual by the name of Bloody J?
I don't recall.
And when you saw Bloody J outside, you asked them what was up. Like, why did they beat you up?
Man, that's crazy.
I don't recall.
Okay. And that one of your friends ended up beating up Bloody J.
J and all.
I don't recall.
Yeah, he doing it very good. You heard me? They ready for a mistrial.
Detective Thorpe.
Yeah, they waiting for a mistrial,
That after
man.
this incident on Club Crucial, the Monday before Donovan Thomas was killed, you told him about a meeting that you were aware of involving an individual by the name of Mo. Do you recall telling Detective Thorpe about this meeting with a person by the name of Mo?
I don't recall.
Man, don't recall, man. He'll recall that. She got some crazy questions.
And that the meeting with Mo was about you and Thug.
She trying to ask the same question in different things. He said he'll recall, and you going to the next question.
Sound like something else I make up.
Okay. Yeah, sound like something else y'all make up.
Actually in prison.
I don't know who that is.
Okay.
I don't recall.
All right. And that the guy in prison, he's supposed to try to get you and Thug killed.
I don't know about Thug, but I'm still here, ain't it?
That's not my question. Isn't it true that's what you told Detective Thorpe?
Nobody gonna do nothing to me.
Yeah, come on.
So do you not remember telling Detective Thorpe that?
I done told Detective Thorpe anything.
Also, in that same interview, did you then tell Detective Thorpe that once you found out about this meeting, you reached out to members of If Gang and asked them if they were going to kill you and Thug?
You sound cop and deuces?
I'm sorry?
You sound cop and deuces?
I'm sorry?
I asked you, isn't it true that you told Detective Thorpe that after you heard about this meeting, about people wanting to kill you and Thug, you text people of If Gang asking them if they want to kill you and Thug?
I bet you don't got them 10 messages. So my answer is, you want me to tell the truth. And the truth is, when I talked to Detective Thorpe, whatever his name is, I told him anything. And I'm telling you today, it was a lie. And today, I'm telling you, I made things up.
Okay.
That is the God honest truth.
So is it your testimony today that that you were not aware of a meeting, that you were the subject, you wanted to kill you?
My answer is, I don't recall nothing. I don't told the detective. So, and I'm telling you, whatever I did to him, I was making it up. It don't take a rocket science to figure it out.
Right. Did you also tell Detective Thorpe about a shooting at a gambling house in Lakewood?
Huh?
Isn't it true that you also told Detective Thorpe about a shooting at a gambling house in Lakewood?
I probably did, just to try to make my story seem more convincing. I don't recall what I done told him. I don't know.
And during the course of that shooting at the Lakewood house, Thug's car got shot at.
I don't recall.
Yeah, that boy, they crazy though, for real. I mean, he like, he don't know nothing. He done takes that fame. He done takes that success. He done takes that glory.
Did you also
He
speak
don't want to
with,
change
isn't
up.
it true
He
that you
ain't going
spoke
to
with
that.
Detective Thorpe about the night before Donovan Thomas got murdered?
So it may seem like I'm trying to help Thug out. I'm not trying to help him out. I don't care nothing about him, what he got going on. Nothing. I care about the truth. The truth was, I was going through a phase in my life, and I have put all the blame on him. I don't know what he did. I don't know what he got going on. But y'all got me on the stand, and I'm telling the God honest truth. Leave me out of this. I made all these stories up, put the blame on him to get myself out of the situation because the police told me they want a big fish, and I'm a little fish. They ain't who I want. So when they told me that, my only motive was to convince them that I'm telling the truth about this guy right here, and I'm lying.
All right. Is it true that you told Detective Thorpe that the night before
The
Donovan
man that
Thomas
said
got
that
murdered,
over. How many
you were
times he got
actually
to
at
ask the
studio
same
with
thing
Thug?
over and over? He
I
said all kind of stuff that Thug was doing out
And
there.
at the studio that you
You
were
know what I'm
at
saying?
was
To get
DJ
off his
Drama's
crimes,
studio.
and now they done charge Thug with
Yeah, I
that.
don't recall. I don't know that.
Off
I
of
don't
his
recall.
word, they done
Have
charge
you ever
Thug
been
off
to
his
DJ
word
Drama
now.
studio with Thug?
I don't even know who DJ Drummer is.
Did you
How you say he
also
don't know who
tell
Drum is?
Detective
Gangsta
Thorpe
Grill.
that on the morning of Donovan Thompson's murder, you actually went to your girlfriend's house early in the morning, around 5 or 6 o'clock a.m. after you left the studio with?
Can you say it again?
Sure. Is it true that you told Detective Thorpe that after you left the studio on Friday night, the night before Donovan Thomas was murdered, you went to your girlfriend's house at about 5 or 6 o'clock in the morning, and that would be on Saturday, January 10th?
I don't know. I can't remember what I told it. I don't recall what I told it, man.
Okay. And is it true that in that same interview on January 11th, that you told Detective Thorpe that you stayed at your girlfriend's house until about 7 p.m. at night, and that's when you left your girlfriend's home?
I'm single.
Back in 2015, did you have a girlfriend by the name of Deshawn Porter?
I don't know.
You have to say her name like that?
Okay. Did you have a girlfriend back in 2015?
My daughter mama, yes.
Okay. And was she your girlfriend in 2015?
She's my daughter mama.
In 2015, was she your girlfriend?
We had a child together in 2015.
And during the same January 11, 2015 interview, did you tell Detective Thorpe?
Yeah, she ain't supposed to say that
when
name.
you woke up
Somebody said you ain't
her
have to say that
house,
name like that. Just say that name
that she
on
was
that
not
now
present-
everybody
she was not
searching
there
that
at the
lady's
house when
name.
you
That's
woke up?
crazy.
I don't remember what I told you, detective.
Okay. Do you remember her being at the house the morning, when you woke up the day that Donovan Thomas was killed? Okay. And when you woke up and she wasn't home, you actually called her to find out where she was. Do you remember did you tell Detective Thorpe then?
I don't recall.
Isn't it true that you also called your brother to get his car on the day that Donovan Thomas was killed?
You say, is it true?
Yes.
Nothing I say is true.
Okay. Is it true that you told
Nothing I say
Detective
is
Thorpe that you called your brother to get his vehicle on the night that Donovan Thomas was killed?
You said, did I call my brother to get his vehicle?
Yes.
Man, this right here going up. Look, what it
Can
going?
you say that again?
Did you tell Detective Thorpe that on the day that Donovan Thomas was killed, you got your brother's vehicle so that you could borrow his car?
Yeah, that was another lie.
Okay. So you never borrowed your brother's car?
No, that was my car.
Did you tell Detective Thorpe?
I don't recall telling Detective Thorpe. No, I mean, like, my brother never let me drive his car.
Isn't it true that your brother
never let me
lived
drive
in the
his
same neighborhood as your girlfriend back in 2015?
Yeah, he wasn't supposed to say nothing at all. He's supposed to just go ahead and do it time for his charge. What are you talking about somebody else for? Hey, go look at my last video from yesterday when he said he started telling in 2015 on Thug, you know what I'm saying? To get off his own crimes. You feel me? Like, bro, you got your own crime. Don't be talking about nobody else while you doing your crime.
Detective Thorpe, that after you got the car from your brother, you actually drove over to the Mechanicsville.
And they know all these details. He don't remember. They done name dropped that girl, so you know he told you. They got facts. They gonna have to strike that name.
When you drove over to Mechanicsville, you went to the green store.
I don't recall.
And is it true that when you were at the green store, someone gave you some peroxide to put on your mouth?
Because it's like it's a truth to it. He lying over and over. He done told all that. You know what I mean? He told all that stuff. And now she asked about each thing he freaking told. He said he don't recall.
None that you talking about.
Okay.
He playing with
And while you were in Mechanicsville, you got a call from Little D from Mechanicsville that he was on Cleveland Avenue. Do you recall telling us?
Shit alive, man.
I don't recall.
Okay. And once you got the call from Little D, you actually drove over to Cleveland Avenue and met Little D at the McDonald's on Cleveland Avenue.
Yep. I don't recall.
And is it true that you told Detective Thorpe that when you got to the McDonald's at Cleveland Avenue,
we got the whole
Little D got to the car with you and just told you that Nut just got killed, bro?
Detective Thorpe is a person that you can just tell anything to. And that's what I did. I do not recall what I said to that man.
Is it true that you then told...
Quit. Is it true? He keeps saying he don't know. The people about to stand up. Mistrial. They mad. They already name dropped this ex-girlfriend. Look at Thug them. Them boys in deep thought right now. It's like we watch the full-fledged sporting event.
In the same January 11, 2015 interview, did you tell Detective Thorpe that you met Little D at the McDonald's on Cleveland Avenue?
I don't recall.
Okay. And in that same interview, when you met with Little D, he told you that Nut just got killed, bro.
Ski. Man, get that boy back out, man. Appreciate the light. Appreciate the light.
I don't recall.
And then you asked him what happened.
I don't even know what happened.
Okay. Do you recall telling Detective Thorpe that you asked him what happened?
I don't recall.
Once he come back and say something else.
And the first thing you told Little D was, damn, they gonna say that I did it, bro.
I don't recall.
Huh?
Isn't it true that you told Detective Thorpe in this January 11th interview that after Little D told you that Nut got killed, you said to Little D, damn, they gonna say I did it, bro?
What? said that. He said that. I don't recall.
Okay.
Okay? Is it
Okay,
true you
what?
told Detective Thorpe that?
I don't recall.
I don't recall.
And he
Man, it going
responded to
viral,
you.
man.
Shit, before I
Man,
know you
going
ain't
viral
do it.
right now. Hit that like.
Who's my
Let's get
dude?
the likes up.
Little D, that's what Little D said to you.
He said what?
Shit, but I know you ain't do it.
Is that what he said?
That's what you said to Detective
Oh,
Thorpe.
I don't know.
Okay.
I don't recall.
Then did you also, is it true that you also told Detective Thorpe that as you were leaving the McDonald's, Mootul called you?
I don't recall.
Okay. Do you ever recall Mootul called you that night?
I don't know.
And that Mootul called you on FaceTime?
I don't recall.
And Mootul, for the record, is MOONKTOONK. And is it true that when Mootul called you, you told Detective Thorpe that
What keep
Mootul,
saying, is it true?
you told
Is it
Detective
true?
Thorpe
Every
that
question
they
got to
think that
start
you
with,
and
is it true?
Mootul
You getting
killed
on my nerves.
Nut?
I don't recall.
And at that time, Detective Thorpe asked you for a number from Mootul.
He did?
Do you remember him asking you for a phone number from Mootul?
I don't know. I don't recall. I don't remember what we talked about in the interview.
Okay. And also during that interview, you told Detective Thorpe that Mootul actually FaceTimed you.
Told you to tell the Thorpe anything, he'll go for it.
And in that same interview, did you tell Detective Thorpe that initially you didn't want to come to police headquarters, but you talked to people and asked them whether or not you should come down to the police headquarters?
Can't nobody give me, I would not listen to nobody, not even you.
Isn't it true that you told Detective Thorpe? So at first I asked like, hey bro, they saying I did it. I need to go to headquarters. And he's like, nah, we need them to call you. And I told everybody I didn't have nothing to do with it. So I called, I was trying to get the best advice I can. Then the next you know, they was like, oh, I called my girl's mama.
Yeah, bro, you got, that's why I be talking about on my channel, man. Keep them squares out your circle, man. Keep your circle tight, man. Only way your empire get broken from the inside.
The truth is, I made it up. I keep telling you this. So the police can't get me. Man, we got you. You put a gun out on us, man. Just give us your boy Thug. What y'all want me to say?
On January 11th, did you pull the gun out on anybody?
Oh.
On January of 2015, did you pull
remember
the gun
nothing
out
for
on
2015. He already said that.
I ain't did nothing.
That's what I'm saying.
So
Thug
you
had
went
a
down
crowd
to
of
the
people
police
around him
department
like
on your
that.
own.
You got
Correct.
to watch that, man. Keep your grass cut, man. That way you can see them snakes. You know what I'm saying? Fuck all that homeboy, having homeboy this, homeboy that,
Okay.
man. It's
And when
about
you went to the police, that was to clear your name that you did not kill Nut, correct?
I think that was the motive.
Okay, so you went down on your own to tell them about whatever you knew about Nut, correct?
Say that again?
You went to police headquarters on your own to tell them whatever you knew about
That's how you
Nut,
end up on RICO
correct?
when you got a lot of people around you making moves.
It's a trick question.
No, it's not a trick question.
Can you ask it again?
Sure. Back in January of 2015,
You say he don't remember nothing from 2015.
the night that Nut was murdered, you went to Atlanta Police Department, correct?
Damn, why the fuck would you go there the same night
Oh,
that
God.
nigga murdered? Why would you do
And when
that?
you went down there, that was to
Why
clear
would you
your
go there
name
the
that
same
you did
night
not
he
kill
get
Nut,
murdered?
correct?
You gonna lock me up?
Did you get locked up on January 11th,
Yup,
2015?
slime. You know what slime mean, bro. We ain't lying. You know what slime mean.
Did you go
slime, the boy
to clear
slime
your
you out.
name
The only people
about
sliming people out is
killing
Power Ruin
Donovan?
Blood, man.
I
Them
recall.
slime, that's the slime school crew. They real gangsters, G. Them boys loyalty. Them boys build on
In that
loyalty.
same
They ain't got no
interview,
loyalty to their shit.
You were asked,
I don't recall, man. I don't
who
recall.
dropped you off to the police department? And you told them it was Multo who dropped you off.
Make
to
sure
the
y'all
police
hit that
department.
like,
Is that
share, subscribe. Lil Woody on the stand right now. Been on the stand for an
I
hour
thought
and
you
a
said
half.
Luton called me.
correct? After Multo called you, did you meet up with Multo?
I don't recall.
I don't recall. So much happened that night.
But you just said you don't remember nothing from
What do you remember
2015.
happening that night, Mr. Copeland?
Shit, I don't know. I ain't telling myself.
2015. I ain't telling myself.
And back in 2015,
Keep asking all
isn't
these
true that
questions for
Multo was
what?
driving
Yeah, he
a
almost
blue and gray
slipped. You heard
Malibu
me?
vehicle?
He already slipped up because he said he don't
Thank you.
remember nothing from 2015,
I'm
20,
asking you.
2014, 2015, and 2016. Yeah, now he keep trying to go with that I don't recall, but shit, hell, man, she keep asking all these questions. He don't recall that. He ain't gonna go call the next thing. He gonna be asking questions all damn day. Yeah, Crips will never slime out another Crip, and folk
In
will
the
never
same
slime
January
out a folk.
11th interview,
It been like that since I was a kid. You know what I'm saying? Fucking with G's, you feel me?
did
I always
you
knew that them boys was
also
the
tell
slime crew.
Detective
When they came
Thorne
around my town,
that the
they
only
came around
person
my
that you
town,
had
it was
beef
like a
with
wave.
from
It was
If
like a
Gang
wave,
was
a
Kel?
tidal wave of East Side,
I
GKBs,
recall.
and G-Shine. You feel me? Before that, it was like Pyru down here, and folks,
What I
and a
told you,
little bit of Crips. You know what I'm saying? But it was mostly folk. Everybody was folk. And everybody switched up
But if you
to
asking me for the
G-Shine
truth,
and GKB.
I
And you
keep telling
slime
you,
each other
I
out,
will
bro.
tell detectives whatever
Niggas
they
ain't got
wanted
no
to hear,
lawyer.
or whatever they wanted me to say to get out of my situation.
But G's always stick together. Like my neighborhood and the projects where I'm at is 2 in 1, 2 projects in 1. But I grew up in one of them. I stay in another one now. You feel
Now,
me?
during this interview
All
with
us stuck together. Been the
January
same
11th
people out
interview
here for
with
30
Detective Thorne,
years.
did you talk about the gang that Kel was involved in?
I gotta tell you about something I don't
You know what
recall.
I'm saying? You'll never hear
Did you
like
tell
G's or
Detective Thorne
Crips
that Kel was a part of
getting
90s
recos. You know what I'm saying? It's
Inglewood
always the
ABG
Bloods
gang?
getting
I don't
recos. You
recall.
feel me? That's how it be. It's always them getting recos.
Did you also tell Detective Thorpe that that was the same gang that Bloody J was a part of?
Bloody J was the real nigga though.
I don't recall.
Trying to figure out why I ain't getting no charge.
I thought I was here to, thought I was here to tell the truth.
I don't want my shit to die.
But what's your new version? What's your
What's
truth
your
today?
new version? You ain't got
That I
no new
lied?
version?
And that you lied about everything back in 2015?
Damn
My
right.
truth today is I lied and put the blame on others for a lot of activities. I ain't telling on myself. I ain't got nothing else to say. I don't recall.
Now, did you also talk to Detective Thorpe about
Man, you keep the man said he ain't
you
got nothing else to
at
say.
one time being cool with Bloody J?
Alright, I got
Or
all
being
that
friends
super
with Bloody
charge and that
J?
shit go up.
I don't recall what I told detective, investigator, or deputy, whatever you want to call them.
Okay, and then you stopped being cool with Bloody J and ABG once you started hanging around Thug.
I don't hang around other people.
Okay, isn't that true that you told Detective Thorpe in this January 11, 2015,
Yeah.
that
That man
when
that told me
Thug
in
started
time.
letting me hang around him, that's when you were no longer cool?
I'm from Mechanicsville. I do what I want to do.
I understand what you're saying.
Okay.
I'm asking you what you told Detective Thorpe.
I tell Detective Thorpe anything to get him off of me.
Yeah, that man that said that 100 damn times later. How many times you gonna ask him? Maybe the white dude need to get up and ask some questions. Shit.
Y'all believe me so much, why? Never mind, man. Look,
Y'all, they aggravate the man. They man aggravate
After
the hell out,
Jonathan
bro.
Thomas was killed,
She asked some
did
more questions about this shit.
did Sean's mom's house get shot up?
You said did her mama's house get shot up?
Yes, sir.
Take this to
Uh,
your mama.
Yeah.
Okay. And do you recall telling Detective Thorpe about the fact that her mother's house
Now he
got
talk.
shot
Now he
up
wanna. He
after-
breaking. He breaking now. They breaking him. He lied. He told. That's
I
why
don't know if I
Thug
said to him,
looking
but
dead at him.
I know her mama's house did get shot up. So I
Yeah,
don't
that's
know
how
what
it
I
be in the
told him.
Fed. They gonna
So
punch
if
your
you
ass
told
out.
him that her house did get shot, that would have been the truth and not a lie, correct?
Look, y'all had 50 police investigators questioning different times.
We get the live up
I
to
don't
500.
remember.
Share the live.
Cause I know
Share
y'all
the.
trying to
Oh,
shoot
we
me,
get up
get
to
me back in
5.
jail.
We at the
I
4
don't
right
know
now.
if
Let's go.
Detective Thorpe, Gaten, Dennis, whoever the other police is here, what I know lied and told them. But every time that they came and told me, I sat in front of them and gave them whatever I wanted to tell them. And if it was the truth, it would not take no 10 years later for them to try to go do anything about it.
Yeah, you supposed to be quiet all the time. It's your charge. It's your charge. They caught you red-handed. What the fuck you talking about somebody else for?
I'm not in here trying to work in nobody's
Nigga,
favor.
you trying to
Y'all is not
tell.
gonna put it on my conscience that I don't sat up here and lied on these boys for stuff that I don't do.
Yeah, so leave him alone. Look how she looking. Oh, ghetto. Oh, ghetto rope. Oh, yeah. Oh, dusty foot.
I don't care.
Oh,
Stop asking me questions. I'm not gonna allow them.
oh, dusty foot. Stop asking me questions. I don't want to allow
She's
him.
asked you, and see if you can answer that question. Just pay attention to what she's actually
Just paying
asking.
attention because you're talking too
Yes,
much.
ma'am.
So my question was, on January 11,
Oh,
2015,
dusty foot. Look at
you
him.
told Detective Thorpe about Deshawn's mother's house being shot up, correct?
Um,
I'm a little
I
sour.
told it
ain't
to
it?
the police. I don't know which one.
Oh, girl look sour,
And that was
boy.
not a lie, correct?
Her house was been shut up.
Okay, so that wasn't a lie when you told Detective Thorpe that, correct?
I don't know if it was him I told it to.
Let me take one down.
I don't think we got a clear answer yet, everyone.
So that wasn't
They
a
do
lie,
it,
though,
but I
correct?
put. See one
If you
thing
told
about
any
it.
police, whether
And
you
other
ever
people,
been
that's a
Detective
rat. And
Thorpe
you,
or Gates,
yeah, he
what
ratted.
kind
He
of
told, but one thing about it, he tried to save his ass. You know, all the evidence point to him in the on Big Nut situation because he admitted
What you mean?
under immunity that he
You
shot
just
Big
said-
Nut
So when you
under
finesse the
immunity.
police, this how you finesse the police. You take a little bit of the truth and you take the bullshit and you put it together.
Man, what y'all
So
gonna
that's
do,
how I was
man? Y'all
smart
gonna
to
barbecue a
Thorpe
meal, do?
and Gaither and everybody else.
You got the lights
Take this
up.
right here, because I know they didn't know this, and put it with this over here.
And during all of your interviews, did they tell you, we're going to have to corroborate what you said?
And if you take all of my interviews and put them together, let's see what you come up with.
Okay. But did they tell you that? Did they tell
Yeah,
you
that's what I'm
they
saying.
were
It ain't made
corroborate
up because it
everything that you
reported crimes, and then they got the paperwork from him talking. Now he's saying he don't recall none
Did
of
the
it.
detectives tell you that
That's
they were
crazy.
to corroborate everything that you said?
I can't tell you. Y'all had so many police talking to me. I can't say what they done told me.
Did Gaither tell you on multiple occasions, I'm gonna have to verify what you're telling me? I just can't take your word for truth. I have to verify what you're telling me.
I don't know nothing about all that. I don't recall.
You don't recall that? Let me ask you this, do you recall talking to Detective Gaither while you were after you got locked up in June of 2015, calling her on her cell phone while you were in jail?
I don't know. I don't recall.
And do you recall asking her, what's going to happen to me? Am I going to be able to get out? And she kept telling you, we got to verify what you told us.
And did I get up?
I'm asking you a question. Did she tell you,
Listen,
we have to answer my question?
I'm about to. You want it?
Yeah, let the man speak.
If I
Let him
called
speak.
Gaither and she said she had to
Yeah, that what the feds do.
I said.
Yeah, this right here crazy to the jury though. Like, imagine all the stuff what the jury seeing now. Like, what the world?
February, I got out.
What
March.
going
Y'all locked me back up March.
It's
I got out
confusing.
April. Y'all locked me back up June. I didn't
Yeah,
get out
that boy
2019.
right. You know he, yeah.
So if
Certified.
she verified anything I
Gumby
said,
looking
there
nigga.
were 4 years.
Man, hit that like, share, subscribe.
I did 51 months in the federal prison. Nothing been verified that I said, whatever the case is. I haven't heard anything from Detective Gateman, but it's nothing to spin the police.
So my question to you was, did Detective Gaither tell you that she had to verify what you said?
I don't recall.
All right. Now, going back to the January 11, 2015 interview, do you recall Detective Thorpe asking you about whether or not you ever rented or owned an Infinity vehicle.
Bro, talk around in circles the whole time. Yeah, well, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Street niggas. Yeah, the QC manager did snitch too.
And
I got a video on that
earlier
too.
you said
That's from
that
old days, my old
your
content.
brother never gave you a car or
QCP,
let you borrow his
snitch.
car.
Whack 100 went off on
I
it.
bought my own car.
Do you recall to
I be on that Whack
Detective
100
Thor
content too
that your
though.
brother let you borrow his white Dodge Charger?
I tell the store anything.
And matter of
All I
fact,
was
is
gonna
that
let
the
this
same
man
white
keep all
Dodge
this charade.
Charger that members of If Gang shot at while you were on the highway back in late January of 2015?
Well, I don't know. I don't recall.
And matter of fact, you told your brother
Yeah, matter of fact.
to make the police report because it was his vehicle that you were driving when members of If Gang tried to shoot at you on the highway.
I don't recall.
Man, how you think this thing gonna end today, man? You think he gonna get mad up there? I think the people gonna get mad. The DA gonna get mad. The lady them asking them the questions finna get mad, and they gonna say, well, he a hostile witness. He ain't cooperating. He said all these statements, lock him up. But Thug doing
And
gonna come with the
during
mistrial
the course
again.
of this January 11th interview, isn't it true that you talked to Detective Thorpe multiple times?
What's good? What's
about
good?
all the incidents that occurred
What's
in
Sheeta?
the weeks
What's
leading
happening
up
with you?
to Donovan Thomas getting
What's
killed?
good?
I better have a
Splash.
different story every time.
Specifically,
But
you
look,
told him
I said that last week,
couple
my
times
last
about the
live.
incident
I
at the
said, man,
Cascade
once they
Skating Rink.
mistried us, they gonna try it again,
Isn't that true?
but they ain't gonna be able to use Woody because he ain't gonna
And
cooperate
that's
right for him. He finna
I
mess this
know
one
if
up.
you take any
The
time I
next
talk
time-
to the detective Thorpe, I bet you ain't none of my stories gonna be the same.
The next
Well,
time
isn't it true that
we see
in
Thug in
January
court
of
after this mistrial, he be pulling up the
2015,
Fulton County
when you first
courthouse
talked
in a
to police
Rolls
about
Royce
what
or
happened
something
with
like that, a
Donovan
white
Thomas,
Bentley coupe
you were actually
or
trying
something.
to
You
protect your
feel me?
friends and you didn't want to give them
Free Thug.
all the information back in January of 2015.
I'm just trying to protect myself.
But then by
I got a
June,
family to
Yeah,
protect.
how they know the
but
real
by
crime
June
if
of
he ain't tell
2015,
nothing?
you finally disclosed everything that
You
you
told
knew
everything. He
about
finally
what
disclosed
happened
it.
the night of Donovan Thomas's murder and everything that happened leading up to Donovan Thomas's murder.
No, see, what y'all did was y'all kept locking me up and putting me in isolation. Putting me in protected custody at Fulton County Jail, where people putting feces all on the wall.
On the wall,
locking
putting the
me
man
the
in
room,
turtle
keeping me there
suit.
23 hours a day, fucking up my mental, and
Man was in there
dragging me
23
back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, trying to make, man, listen, man,
Yeah, that's why I said Thug finna get off. You see what the man telling them? They
In
coerce him.
January
Come
of
put the man in solitaire in a
2015,
turtle
you were
suit.
trying to
Come
protect your
on, man.
friends. So you didn't give
And you
the
still
police a lot
asking no
of
question
details
about this stuff.
about what happened the night of Donovan Thomas's murder.
I can't.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's why it's good to roll by yourself, bro. No matter what gang or creed you represent, you roll by yourself because you don't need no group to define you. You don't need a group to make you. You feel what I'm saying? If you need a group of people, you're a weak person. You should be able to stand on your own as a grown man. Yeah, 2015. I dropped the video yesterday. He said he been telling us in 2015 to stay off his own charges.
Protecting myself. Why would I try to protect some people and then wait down the line and give them up? They don't make sense to me.
Because isn't it true that in June
Yeah, I know I wasn't going no play with that man. I beat that boy. Literally, like, man, you don't get so goofy ass. You know what I'm
In
saying?
June of 2015, did you think Thug was trying to kill you?
That man was a shooter. He one of the niggas
That's
who
why I told you,
who couldn't probably read in school, and you just could make do
Isn't
anything.
that true?
I don't recall. I don't recall.
That's why he got a taste of that fame now. He don't want to say nothing. He want to get back home and go do these damn interviews and 20 and 1 and all this shit.
Donovan Thomas being killed.
Huh?
Fritz, man, you got it on point. You on point, big bro.
2015, were you the victim of a number of retaliatory shootings because people thought you killed
I
Donovan Thomas?
dropped 4 videos yesterday about the same thing. The gear up for this right here.
Well, as to the compound question, you can try to ask it more simply. She's asked, I'm gonna have a rule with regard to speculation, because she's asking about his own mind.
So in June of 2015,
There she
were you
go,
the
Dusty
victim
Foot.
of a number of retaliatory shootings?
Well, y'all locked me up in February, I got out March. Y'all locked me back up again March, I got out April. And then the feds came kicked in my door June, so I basically was in jail most of the time. So I don't recall being a victim of a lot of shootings.
Okay. By the time June 2015, we already talked about your girlfriend's mother's house was shot up, correct?
Mm-hmm.
You were shot at while driving on the highway, correct?
He shouldn't even say all that.
You, your child, and your child's mother was shot at while you were leaving the home. Correct? You also had...
I was shooting back.
We're going to get to the fact that you shot back.
Yeah.
You also had another shooting at another family member's house. Is that correct?
Was it?
I'm asking you.
I don't recall.
Okay. So by the time you speak to the police in June of 2015, you or your family were the victim of a number of different retaliatory shootings.
I guess, I don't...
And that was all as a result of...
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They were keeping track of everything.
Now, Ms. Hilton, that
But they
is
done ran it all the way down.
speculation.
Yeah, that's speculation.
Was it your belief that it was because...
They used
people thought you
everything
killed
he
her?
said and built the whole case. They took every
You said
interview
they
he
didn't think,
had, turned it over to the DA, and they
God.
filed a charge on Thug and his crew. That's crazy. Yeah, he pulled a simp move just talking about those cases, just talking about crime, period. You know what I'm saying? Once you do it, it's done. You ain't nothing to say about it. No matter if somebody got burnt out, you left them for dead or whatever. You know what I'm saying? It's crime, my boy. Ain't nothing to talk about, ain't nothing to glorify. You did it. It's done. It's over. For real, for real.
In that same January 11, 2015.
That boy ain't tough. He didn't want to go to prison. I dropped the video where he said he was paranoid when he got to the feds. I dropped that yesterday. Boy, it's scary. You know, most of them gangsters scared like that though. You get them in prison, they good on the street with that gun in their hand. You get them in prison and the boys waving that sword, that knife. You know what I'm saying? Everybody can't take blood on their hand. You hear me? Anybody can shoot. You take anybody to shoot a gun, but can you take that knife and play knife games? That real pistol in the penitentiary. You heard me?
You were not down with ABG anymore.
I'm from Canada. We never liked them.
Okay. I'm asking, did you tell Detective Thorpe that the reason this beef is because you were no longer down with ABG anymore?
I'm from Mechanicsville. My neighborhood is known for killing them. I would never be part of their gang.
My neighborhood is known for killing them. I can't get enough notes, man.
Detective Thorpe asking you, okay, so you left ABG, and your response to that question, yes, but that was in about 2013. I went to jail in 2013 or 12. I went to jail in 2012. I did a year. But when I went to jail in 2012, I didn't get down with the gang no more. I told him I wasn't in it. Do you recall telling Detective Thorpe that?
Being questioned by the police, the main goal is to be a victim. And that's what my motive, to play a victim. So if Detective Thorpe asks me any question, I'm gonna play a victim. So I'm gonna say whatever that come to my mind to make myself look innocent and
man, I said that 100 times to this lady.
And then you also
she
told
ain't got through her
Detective
mind
Thorpe
yet. She
that
still
when you
asking.
got out in
2 hours
2013, you
later.
just stopped going around and you just wasn't claiming it anymore. Did you recall telling him that?
Can you say that again?
Sure. You also told Detective Thorpe that once you got out of jail in 2013, you just stopped going around and that you weren't claiming it anymore.
I don't run behind nobody.
Okay. And then did you also tell Detective Thorpe, so now they think I'm with Thug, I'm claiming YSL?
Again, I'm talking to Detective Thorpe. So if I did say that.
And as you said, that is about, so because you ran, I'm going to get some money, but I'm going to claim YSL.
Can you say that again?
Sure. You told him So now they think I'm with the, I'm
Yeah, we
claiming
gonna hit stuff in
YSL.
his head, but then
It's
and now
about
like,
rap, so I'm gonna get some money, but I'm claiming YSL.
but it's like she trying to make it a fact when
I
she
don't know what
asks
you're
the
saying.
question in front of the jury. I don't like the question, the way she asking it is like she making it a true fact. You know what I'm saying? But she really trying to pick his brain and mess with him to get him to slip up and answer. He done answer a few
Now, you
things.
keep saying that you told Detective Thorpe whatever it is that you wanted to say, that you were finessing him. Correct. Do you recall telling Detective
That's some
Thorpe,
bull.
I'm not trying to go to
saying,
jail. I'm not trying to do any of that. I don't want none of this. Me and Nut ain't never had a problem.
And I'm still ain't trying to go to jail.
So why would you be lying to Detective Thorpe if you did not want to go to jail?
Can you say it? Why would I be lying to him?
Come on, man. Don't be petty and take your light back, man. It was just 12.
Like you keep saying that you were just lying.
What kind of
Why
game
would
you
lie
playing,
versus
man?
telling the truth?
That's how I was raised. I was raised up to lie to the police. I was at an early age. I was taught to lie to the police.
But if you're trying not to go to jail, why would you lie to the police versus telling them the truth?
You trying to trick me?
Y'all know how to be smoking the
I'm not gonna
shit since
confess.
this morning. I was smoking this weed since this morning, y'all.
Nothing.
When you went in on January 11th, were you there only to talk about the murder of Donovan Thomas?
I don't know what I'll be. All I know is if you give me an opportunity to talk my way out of the situation, I'm about to talk my way up out of the situation.
During the course of your interview, were you asked about what your Instagram page was back in 2015?
I don't recall.
Okay. And back in 2015, is it true that your Instagram page was Woody372?
I don't recall. I had a lot of Instagram, so I don't know.
Okay. Is it true that's what you told Detective Thorpe that your Instagram name was?
I tell Thorpe anything.
Do you also recall telling Detective Thorpe that because people thought you killed Nut, that you were getting a lot of threats on your social media page?
I think I was throwing people back.
Do you recall telling Detective Thorpe that you were getting threats on your social media page?
I don't know. Detective Thorpe talked to me, and I can't remember what I said to him because I was making it up. And you asking me right now, and I'm telling you to your face, can you look me in my eyes? I'm telling you to your face, I made it up.
Okay. Is it true that you told Detective Thorpe that someone posted on your page, I'm gonna die tonight, but then she deleted the comment, but you screenshotted it?
I'm still here, ain't
Is that what you told Detective Thorpe?
I don't recall what I told Detective Thorpe.
And you actually showed him the screenshot on your phone?
I told you,
What
play
she
a
said.
victim. That's the key.
Do you recall how many people back in January 2015 that you asked whether or not you should go down and talk to the police that night of Donovan Thompson's murder?
I never take people advice.
Okay. Do you recall, or is it true that you told Detective Thorpe that you spoke to Deshaun's dad about whether or not you should go down and talk to the police?
I never had Deshaun's dad number that I recall.
Do you recall telling Detective Thorpe, that's what me and her daddy talked about? I'm like, okay, I'm ready to go down, but I told him, he's like, nah, because they might find out what happened, you know what I'm saying? And then you ain't got nothing to do with it. So just wait until they come and talk to you. Don't go down.
Look, she reading them more word for word, bro.
That if when nobody with you, they don't need to know.
She got them talking.
So I ain't on all that what you talking about. It was a lie what I told Investigator Thorpe. It's something
Yeah.
that I came about top. I
Yeah.
was making it up. That's
Yeah,
why I
that
can't remember
boy,
what I said to him.
he
You
ain't
want me to
even
say
paid.
something
He
that I
dry
didn't say?
snitch. He
See
ain't
that
no pay
did?
the foreman. He do it for free, dry.
I don't recall what I said. I don't.
Did you kill Donovan Thomas? Mr.
Huh?
Copeland? Did you kill Donovan Thomas, Mr. Copeland?
Huh?
Did you kill Donovan Thomas? You shaking your head? Is that a no?
Yeah, they want to ask him that because they want, that's what I'm saying.
And is that
Yeah,
what you
just
went down
dry.
there to
Just
tell
dry
Detective
snitching for
Thornton?
nothing.
Back on January
They asked him about
11th,
Donovan
2015.
Thomas, but you know he admitted to killing Big Nut. Watch this. They asked him. 3 hours in, they asked him about Big Nut. He ain't got nothing to say.
Is that
he
what
say?
you went down there to tell Detective
Tell him
Thornton, that you did not kill
you
Donovan
didn't
Thomas?
kill him. Why would you go there though?
I don't understand. I don't know
You
if it's
went
a
down
trick
there, fool. Why would you even go
When
to
you
the
went
court?
down there, did you go down there to tell Detective Thornton where you were the entire day?
That's
And that
crazy.
you did not kill Donovan
He
Thomas?
went there. Why would you go
question.
there
Can I
though?
answer that?
For some reason, my shit ain't charging.
I don't know how to answer
Do
that.
you need to talk to Mr.
So I'm
Miller?
gonna
No,
have to get in.
I don't know if it's a trick question that she asked me.
What trick question? What you mean? Did you go there?
Hang on.
Here you go.
Let's break. We're gonna need to break in just a few minutes.
Yeah, after the break, we
Anyway,
gonna come back. We gonna do it live again, cause I'm gonna do it on the laptop straight up this time.
And then we'll come back after lunch and you can answer that
Why they stop
question.
that? Come back after lunch and ask that
Depending
question.
upon what you and
He fell
Mr.
for a
Miller-
game. Now he talking. Yup, he talking now. That boy talking like crazy. I'm trying to figure out why my damn.
That
I'm
is
charging
true.
up
I'll, sustain that
my
objection.
phone
So,
at the same time, but the
Ms.
damn
Hilton,
shit
you're
going
gonna
down.
formulate it into
88,
something
43 to 40, 45 to 43. Man, hit that
So
like, share,
let's
subscribe,
break
man.
until-
If you ain't hit that like, share, subscribe, yeah, hit that like, share, subscribe. You know what I'm saying? They finna go on
Will
break right
1:30
now.
be
You know?
enough time for
They say 1:30.
everybody?
They coming back at 1:30. So
All right, we'll see everybody
how we
back
doing this?
in your seats.
They coming back
Ready
at
to go
1:30. They coming back at 1:30. Let me see how I do this. How I do this live thing, y'all. It ain't no pause effect. Shit, I guess shit. I'm coming back about 1:15. My son be here soon. Shit, 1:15. I'm come back at 1:15 and get that thing right. I'm trying to see how I could pause, but I need to really. It's 9 a.m. So 1, 9. Oh, so that'll be about 10. About 10 soon.
Before we break for lunch?
About 10, 15, I'll be back online. West
Okay,
Coast
let's
standards.
all
West
of
Coast
us be
time.
back at
East Coast
1:25.
time, 125.
Y'all
I mean,
think of something you
115.
wanna tell me, okay?
115 East Coast. Fucking 10, 15 West Coast. And figure out in between, we'll be back. If I might let it still stay on live, you know what I'm saying, for the break. I'm just trying to figure out. I'm just trying to figure out, man, I think it's gonna go down. They down to that last question right now. They just asking that last question about Big Nut. Yeah, it's 12 here too. They just asking that question about Big Nut. It's about to go down. Yeah, it's about to go all the way down. Hold on, let's see what we got going on here. I'm trying to figure out if this thing got the capabilities to start fresh or just keep going. Should I start fresh or keep going? Look, Woody did a thing. I can pause that. I can take that off the screen now. I recorded that. We got that. Y'all know I recorded that whole segment so I can go back and watch that. And I can recreate videos from that little Woody. You heard me? Man, what we hit for? Ain't nobody tapped in. Ain't nobody tapped in on that cash app. Look like I'm on the one giving bread. I'm on the one giving bread today, huh? I see. Let's see what we got going on. How many we hit on this live? We hit 400. I'ma still be right here. I'ma still be right here doing this live break. They'll be back at 1. We gonna stay right here. We ain't quite hit 400. 481 just now. We hit 481 just now. Make sure y'all get in the chat. Let me know what y'all think gonna happen in this Young Thug case. Let me know what you think gonna happen in this Young Thug situation. You know what I'm saying? Do y'all think? Matter of fact, let's check the views. Let's check the views from these other videos. Go tap in at the channel. We got that little wooded content up while we wait for them to get back from off break. The break over at 1:30. Court start back at 1:30. The live this morning we hit 1100 this morning in live, 22 concurrent. You know what I'm saying? Look, 2,344 subs. Like I said, the views been going. The views been down. The views been down like crazy the past 2 days. Like whoa, the views been all the way down. What's this right here? Oh, I did that highlight. That's a highlight. I ain't mean to do that. I did that on the phone. Yeah, I did that shit on the phone. Just okay. Yeah, I say the views were down, man. The views was way down, like for real, for real. The views down, like I disappeared off the map. You see that joint? All of them is 2 digits. None of them 3 and 4 digits. That's the last, 30? Okay, but stuff like that make me want to get rid of each one and last one of these videos from here all the way up. Beside that one and that little woody content. I don't like that. I don't like when it go and peak up and down. YouTube to put that peak on it. It'll go up and down on you. Some bitch will go up and down on you, I swear to God. Make sure y'all hit that like, share, subscribe. You know what I'm saying? Just trying to bring in the hottest content I can. I think I'm going to come back in. I don't think I'm going to sit and wait for that whole break to be over. But I need to so I can keep everything going. Keep everything motivated. It's like I can't pause that son bitch either. I don't know how to do that.